All right. Welcome. We are live, guys. Welcome to episode, what is this, 87 of But There's More. I'm your host. Almost at H-Stats. That's crazy. I'm Astro. And below me is H-Stats. What's going on, H-Stats?
What's good, people?
To my right, I have Mr. Buck.
What's up, guys?
And Sonny. Sorry, I can't.
Below Buck.
Yeah,
Below
below
Buck.
Buck. There we go. Down here. Yeah.
What's going on, guys? What's going on?
How y'all been, man? How's your week?
It's good, man. It's good. No
It's been
complaints.
a very eventful week, guys.
Yes, it has.
Sideshow's been doing a lot of shaking and baking lately, man. I must say that they've been putting on the show.
Which one of them bad boys you guys are getting?
So let's start here. All right, so let's start with Sideshow. I'm cool with starting with Sideshow. It's one of the hot topics. We're gonna get into the monster cons. We're gonna get into some pictures from that, some shows and some other stuff. But yeah, let's start off with that. Without further ado, let's do it. All right. So while we are doing that, what I'll do is I'll go ahead and start pulling these bad girls up. So, but for me, to answer your question is that I'm getting the Zatanna. That thing is lovely. That's just me. But I do have a take on Captain Marvel though. But let's get Zatanna up first, and let's get her going. Then let's talk about it. Hold on, let me share here. Mm-hmm. Okay, here we go. Can you guys see?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, here we go. So, Zatanna, I mean, you guys give me your high level thoughts. What are your first thoughts about this? You guys have been able to sit on it for a little bit.
It's a dope statue. Base is boring, but like I think it's probably that way to maintain a certain price.
Mm-hmm.
But it looks good. I like the figure. This statue is it's her, right? Everything
Mm-hmm.
else is kind of secondary, and then you got the whole illusion aspect. Has a gorgeous portrait. That's what's really singing on this piece. That's what's
Mm-hmm.
like calling everyone's attention. I'd imagine, and I guess the illusion as well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I just
cool
hope
piece.
the rod, doesn't develop like any kind of issues with the way that statue is lean. But I've never
Mm-hmm.
owned a statue where it's completely lean like that, so I wouldn't know. But I've heard, through the community that, when statues are on an angle like that, they run into problems over a period of time.
I will say that I think that's probably my only thing that's not not quote unquote good about it is because of the lean, and I'm kind of afraid of because I mean you got to look at her base. Like her base is not even that thick to even support a huge rod or whatever the case may be. So
Yeah, it's a
it kind
thin
of
base.
yeah, it is. It's very thin base. So it kind of scares me a little bit if I'm being honest. But I think I still might be in. What about you, Sonny? How you feel?
I'm not gonna lie, I don't know anything about this character besides playing the Injustice video game. That's where I
Mhm.
first seen this character. I like it, man. Honestly, I like it. Uh, when it comes to female statues, I think the female statues look better or attract my attention a little bit more than the male statues, and I like this one, man. Especially not knowing the character that much or the background.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. Just a quick pause. Let's say what's up to the folks in the chat. What's up, Dennis? Reporting. Man, thank you for showing up. Thank you, Terry. What's up? What's up? What's up? What's going on? Thank you guys for stopping in.
What's up,
If you're in the
guys?
chat, say what's up. Say what's up. Say what's up. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Joe? That base must be heavy to hold that statue like that without issues. Yeah, I guess so. I guess it kind of has to be, right, Joe? Because I mean, let's take a closer look at the base. Because I mean, it really scares me, low key. I'm not mad at the mirror effect in the base because I mean, it kind of plays into her, leaning on the pillow, whatever it is, and there's literally nothing up under it. So I mean, it kind of helps tell the story. I get it, but I mean, when I first saw this, I was shook. Well, actually, let me tell a story how I found out about this. So I'm outside walking the dogs, and I get I have an Apple Watch. I don't have it on right now, but got a notification, and I actually think it was John, the Everyday Collector. It popped up on my watch, and him in the group chat, he sent a picture of this. And I looking at this little bitty picture on my watch, I got hyped. Like instant, like in the middle of the street, in the middle of the neighborhood. Like I'm hyped, right? So I run back to the house and I look at the pictures and I'm automatically stunned by how she's leaning. Like how the hell are they doing that? Like I stared at the picture for like 5 minutes straight. Like, yo, how is that even possible? Because I was like, yo, is she leaning on that, or is that being supported? Like, did they these are like the theatrical pictures? So did they remove a rod or something in Photoshop, or like what's really going on here? Until I got a few more pictures and realized no, she's actually leaning, and it's kind of crazy.
How big is that peg though? That's inserted into that base.
Looks pretty tiny. So
It does. I mean, you got to look.
the contact point is very small, and
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, it's not a big contact point here. Oops.
yeah.
Jeez.
How much does the statue weigh itself? Because the physics of this gotta be
Nothing. They don't have anything.
the weight
It doesn't say. But it can't be that heavy, right? I mean, look at it. I don't know. I don't know. Do you guys see leaning issues?
Well, the mechanics, I mean, the engineering has to be up to par, because you see, the thing about it is it's hard for me to comment on this because I don't own any statues that lean like that. So, but I've heard through the community that they have problems.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, I don't know, but it's a pretty good looking statue.
They did the Flash. I was remembering I was talking with Joe about it, and he reminded me about the Flash premium format, the one behind you, Astro. But I think that one has a way bigger peg than this because he also has the rocks attached to his foot.
Right.
I don't want to move off the subject, but I have the Superman Call to Action. If you pull that up and see, that has a lean to it, and
That's true.
Yeah, I was hesitant to get that one, but I just like the you see here, I own this one, so this has a lean, but you see that her lean is a little bit different.
Yeah, it's like on his as well. It looks. Is there a possible way to see it from the side?
Yeah, there it is.
Well, that's a pretty small contact point as well, and the base is pretty thin.
Yeah.
So they've clearly done it before, and I haven't heard anyone mentioning issues with this statue yet.
Yeah, so this is only a few months since I've had this. So
I was just about to ask how long you had it.
Say that again?
I was just about to ask how long you had the statue.
A few months, maybe 5 or 6 months.
And no problem so far.
No, but the peg that goes into the base
Mhm.
is pretty stable, and the angle of it. But you see, with the this character, she's more like leaning on a is leaning back. So I don't know. I mean, the difference between forward and backwards. I mean, that I don't know.
I don't think that will matter much because it's like still, it's just a matter of how bad the angle is, how much it is, how drastic it is from being perpendicular. So whether it's forward or backward shouldn't matter much. It's probably about the weight and how much stress is being put on that tension point at the base where it plugs in.
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
Joe had a great point. He said, "Who's to say that it's two pieces? It um it might be that like her foot is actually keyed into the base, like it's actually a part of the base, but like maybe her top half comes in, like comes it comes apart, right? To
Yeah.
where you know
Yeah.
that might be the
I was a bit doubtful of that, but because if you pull up Zatanna again, I
Mhm.
was trying to think about if they did it like that. They'd have to put like a key at it would have to be around her waist or above
yeah
that
the
because
end
of
of
the
the corset.
hose. Yeah, because of the fishnets, those need to be
Hmm.
glued in, and so you can't probably aren't going to be able to separate those part that separate at that part like key it in um, at the buyer. So I think
She yeah
I mean, just I don't know. For some reason, it just seemed like this pose is scarier. I don't know why.
mhm.
I mean
it, it
she's the anatomy is awesome too. She is fine.
Hmm. Hmm.
yes, indeed. Yeah, it's a beautiful piece. I don't think it's all just speculation. We don't know, and the good thing is they have examples of doing this recently, and that call to action Superman has been out for quite a while now. It's been shipping to people. I feel if there was a leading issue, we would have heard about it by now. People would
Mm,
be complaining.
right.
Um, yeah. So, and I haven't seen anything like that on any of the forums.
Shout out to BSC, man. What's going on? Thanks for stopping in, big dog.
What's up, man?
Appreciate you being here, Chris. Yeah. So, well, I mean, really, only time will tell. We'll see when it drops, and we'll see how it turns out, how they engineer it.
Hmm.
Her top half may be a little bit lighter than her bottom half to kind of not put
Hmm.
too much weight so that it doesn't lean. I mean, who's to
Yeah.
say? We don't know, right? So, um, we'll see what happens. I'm gonna get her. I think I'm gonna try a new method as far as POing. I won't PO it. I'm not POing day one or whatever the case may
Uh-huh.
be. I
Yeah.
think what I'm gonna do is just kind of I think HStats does is where you kind of just put money to the side and then whenever you're ready to get it, whenever it's time to ship, you just pay the full thing and then just just
Yeah, because
just get it in.
that's what happened with my third Sentinel. I mean, I had that thing paid off for such a long time, and it just wasn't even necessary to put a PO. I mean, I think that's what's starting to happen now. Because next week I got something else coming in, and I mean all the delays is I don't even know if it's necessary to even put a PO down anymore. You know, it's just I don't know. And they haven't told us like what's the limited edition on this. You getting the exclusive or the collector's edition? I can't hear you. You're on mute.
Sorry about that. Yeah, I might as well just get the exclusive. I mean, it's only $20 more, so it's like
Yeah, so I think this is going to be around. I mean, that's just how it is now. You know.
Yeah, I mean, and let's keep it honest. I mean, when it comes to DC women, they're not as sought after as some of the Marvel women. So I anticipate her being around for a while.
Mhm.
Um, BSC says Sideshow has done a great job with engineering. I think that's true. I mean, we
Yeah.
rarely do we see big problems with them from an engineering standpoint. So I think that it'll hold up for the most part. Yeah, I think it should be fine, right? In theory.
Yeah,
So
and I'm glad you brought this up because I mean, just from the engineering and once you get it first, I'll I might consider but
Yeah.
it's a beautiful statue.
Yeah.
right.
The dope thing about like this whole discussion we're having, it's kind of like meta in a sense because you got like because we're it's basically us questioning the magic trick by asking how the engineering is done. We're like, we can't believe it. How's it done, right? And it's the same thing that the audience is watching her pull the trick, right? Is thinking as well. So
And
that's kind of cool.
it goes with her whole character. That's why it's so unique. You know,
How you
Mhm.
guys feel about the portrait?
I think the
I think
portrait is great. I've been seeing people say the little Michael Jackson stuff, but I still think she looks good.
now would you consider this your signature Zatanna?
Let's see. Hold on.
You're comparing to what's XM?
No, what I mean in general, because like I'm looking for characters that I could buy
Yeah, I
and
can't.
just
Let me try to see.
yeah, just keep it as my one piece for, like for as long as I
These
decide to
damn
hold that
things
piece.
are busted, man.
I don't think
Hmm.
Astro can hear us.
Okay. Uh, Somebody say something.
Yo.
All right, I'm good. All right. Sorry
All
about
right.
that. Speaking of which, before we resume, we have another guest that's
Nice.
popping in. A guy that we haven't seen in a while because he's been doing the Lord's work. But now he's back, and we have to welcome him with open arms. And here we have Keesis. What's up, Keesis?
Oh,
Yo,
Pieces, what's up, man?
What's up, man?
what's going on with y'all?
What's
How
going on?
you
What's going
been?
on?
Man, tired.
Tired?
That time difference, man, kick you in the ass.
Yeah.
Trust me, I know it. I already know. Like just you
Y'all
just
been y'all been good though?
Of course not.
Now I saw last live H stats was cutting up a little bit.
Hey, I mean,
He
Going
was on one
crazy.
last week.
it's only about capitalism and what we spend on this hobby we love. You know what I mean? Gotta keep it real.
Hey, I had a good 3 month break of not spending no money. Well, I spent it on a custom piece, but other than that, no money, no money.
Oh man. What's up, Statue Habit? Piggy says, I'm saving up for the Wonder Woman versus Hydra now. Just gotta pay cash. She's been available for a while. Yeah. I'm still trying to muster up the strength to get that piece. That piece
Gonna
is
regret it if you don't buy it.
immaculate, man.
Yeah, it's good, but I don't think I'm regretting that.
What's up,
Yeah.
Grigo? What's up, big dog? Let's see. Hold on. He says, Joe says the Wolverine on Sentinel hand leans pretty far forward, and I've had no issues with it. Oh yeah, I forgot about that piece.
Although some people have had leaning issues. I've seen quite a few photos of that Wolverine leaning.
Yeah,
I've seen a few people say that too.
But
I
then
had
he's
that.
got 2 feet on the base, not even.
What you say? You have it too, Keesis?
I did. I sold it, but I didn't have no leaning issues at all. I only had him for about a year though before I sold him.
Mm.
I almost got that piece, but I ended up. I said I'll just wait for the next Wolverine. I'm sure they'll make another one. But then they made another one, and I didn't like that one. So talking about the brown suit joint where he's kind of like with his
Yeah.
arms and stuff. Yeah,
Oh
it's trash.
yeah. I was actually gonna pick that one up. I seen that one in person, and I was like, nah.
Oh, the brown suit one.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I don't know. I don't know many people who like that piece. It was memed whenever it was shown. It was funny as hell.
Mhm.
Speaking of memes, it's now June. We should be coming up on a Sideshow con, right? Or are they gonna do the San Diego Comic Con? Do we know?
I have no idea.
I don't even know. I'll be honest.
If they haven't announced it, it's not gonna happen. I don't think. They're probably just gonna do the Sideshow Con at their own place. down venue.
Okay. Yeah, that's true. I guess you're right.
Unfortunately, we're gonna have to watch like boring people show like the video instead of like a 3 hour thing like Prime One. You can skip through.
Um, Amy is very nice and she knows her stuff.
Yeah, but she's boring. Yeah.
Wait.
Late Night Trip says, "What's up, everyone? Happy Sunday evening. Hope everyone's doing well. What's up, Late Night? Oh man, glad you're doing all right, man.
See, I can't get on Sideshow anymore because with these gas prices, I'm going back to you know, it's like I got a piece coming in this week, and I'm like, I should just try to sell it right away. Like why did I even?
Hey, I'm still paying off that Ghost Rider on horse, and I'm about to give that back.
Yeah, yeah. I'm done paying it off, and I'm like, yo,
I feel you.
It should be shipping. I don't know, but I don't even want it. Like, just send it back, But
I don't know. I didn't even have an itch when I was going from collecting. I was like, man, all this money.
Yeah,
to save it.
And I heard gas is like $10 in Cali. Shit.
Hey, good luck to all the Cali people, man.
Cali about to look like New York. People gonna be walking everywhere.
Oh, for sure.
I don't know if they can do that in Cali. New York, you can. You can literally walk over the bridge, but I don't know about
I'm
Cali.
doing that in Cali. I'm doing it.
Good luck, man.
Grigo says, "Hey, y'all covered that She-Hulk statue last week. Who was that statue by? I was unable to see. What She-Hulk we talked about last week? I don't remember.
It's like a custom. Greedo, if you want, usually if you want like a custom statue, just go post in one of the statue groups and say you want to buy it, and someone will reach out to you.
Or Grigo, I'll message you later. If that's the same one I'm thinking about, I can put you in contact with a situation where you can get that one. So yeah, I'll hit you up later.
Hey, I didn't hear, but what is y'all thoughts on this statue, this Zatanna?
Oh, I'm getting this.
It's great. But
I was thinking of getting this one too. I don't even like Zatanna like that.
Damn, I could have sworn the previous conversation was like, I'm not buying statues because gas prices is high.
No. I should have said in comparison to like the more higher end like XM Prime One.
Oh yeah, XM probably gonna be out of my budget for the next couple years.
XM
for sure, 1,000%.
Let's see. I think the XM Zatanna is actually pretty affordable. Let me check.
It's like I think it's like 900.
You got a year. Things might change, man.
But 900 compared to $600. I mean, come on.
Yeah. Then you gotta think about shipping.
Yeah.
On top of it,
that $60 shipping from Sideshow compared to that, however, shipping to XM. I'm cool.
And look at the two Transformer busts that they released. I mean, who's buying that? That's like with shipping and everything. I can say that's about almost maybe $13,000 for both of those busts.
Ooh. John Black says, with the economy slated to get worse and prices double soon, do you think the statue companies will continue to command these high prices? Demand is about to drop overall as you can't eat statues.
It's gonna drop.
Oh man, you guys don't know that this is an addiction, man.
I think the high end ones.
I don't think it's gonna drop.
I think if it was gonna drop,
are gonna stay.
If it was gonna drop, it would have dropped like a while ago when like their supply chain was really suffering. Now supply chain is for the statue companies for the most part because China is getting better with how they're producing stuff, and I've heard like industry is ramping up production again to meet demand. I don't think the way, especially with payment plans, I don't think they're gonna stop. The fact that you don't have to pay out the full price up front is what leads a lot of people to like pre-order this shit like without thinking. There's statues that are $2,000 and above, man, and people are like, that's a crazy price. They're still getting buyers as long as it's a it's the right character, they will sell and they'll sell out. Plus, the companies don't have to sell the entire edition size for it to be profitable for them.
I think
Oh yeah.
Sideshow is about to.
I think that's for a younger demographic because honestly, when you're spending this kind of money, you know, we have great distributors that we buy from, but we also have our demand. Because I contacted one of our beloved distributors and I said, I don't care about this. You told me it was going to be here around this time. So if I'm spending that kind of money, you want to keep me happy. Now, if and that's only if you have that experience, if you've been in the game for a long time. But if you're new to the hobby, then you're probably I think that's what companies are going to bet on. They're going to look at you and say, okay, well, this person is going to pay this much because you don't own that character. But when you own specific statues, it becomes like now you have the I mean you have the main product, so you're not really stressing about payment plans or POs. You're not doing that, you know. And I think that's where reviewers have to be honest towards their audience because the average person is not going to spend that amount of money, no matter how much of the demand.
Yeah, but these things don't have the more expensive statues. They have like ESs of like lower than 1,000. They don't need that many people to buy them.
But I think that crowd is gonna go down. I mean, look, I mean, I'm a huge Transformers fan, but I'm not paying you $5,000 for a bus. That's just not gonna happen.
But they only need to find like 300 people that are willing to pay $5,000, and that $5,000 is split into several payments over a long period of time.
Yeah, but we'll see. It becomes challenging. I mean, I'm
Mhm.
interested to see how maybe 2-3 years from now and see if that stuff is still in the market.
I agree with you. For me, it's untenable. I can't participate in that,
No,
but I know there's people that are willing to do so.
yeah,
Right?
Sonny, what you think? You think the prices will come down or no?
Man, I was actually about to pre-order a statue. Well, actually,
Mhm.
not pre-order, just pay for it after the show.
Mhm.
But now I'm having like second thoughts because it's the most expensive statue I would ever pay for.
Mm.
Uh, I'll go ahead and say is the XM. I think it's XM Batman on bike, White Knight, Batman on
Oh
bike.
yeah, that
Whoa.
piece
So I've
right there.
been thinking about that for a while, and I was actually gonna pre-order it tonight, but
Mhm.
we'll see, man. I'm in between, man.
How do you know how much that shipping is supposed to be?
So I seen this 375 according to spec.
Oh, that's not as bad as I thought it was gonna be.
That's not bad.
yeah, it's not.
Yeah, but the statue's like 2,300. So
Yeah,
shit.
Damn, no, that's
Yeah,
different. Yeah,
yeah,
that's
that's
So,
expensive.
that's different. Yeah.
yeah, so we'll see.
Yeah,
I,
that's an
I,
expensive piece.
I
If
don't
I do
think.
get it, it'll probably be the last statue this year for myself. But
Straight up.
I say,
Damn, man, we're still like halfway. I don't think you can hold out. You
I
don't
know
have
y'all
that
say
kind of.
that. It's too early in the year.
facts. That's true.
But I don't think the laws of gravity apply to statue prices. So what goes up is not coming down in this case.
Yeah, I think you're right, and but I will say that I do appreciate Sideshow for not inflating their prices. They're still giving us
yeah,
decent pricing on these statues, like 580,
Mhm.
600. Like I
yeah.
can, I can
There are
appreciate
some
that.
pieces though that I felt they overpriced.
Oh, for sure, 1,000%. Like that. What was it? The Phoenix
The
transformation
Phoenix,
thing.
also
Oh,
Galactus,
he was like what
and
eight
Doom.
hundred, 800, I
Yeah,
think.
and Doom too.
Doom was how
No,
much? How much was Doom?
About 1,200, I think.
No way.
he wasn't
They're
1,200. He
like
was like
700 and some.
Yeah.
yeah,
700.
something like
Oh,
that.
okay. I'm thinking of something else then. My
I was about to
apologies.
say, yo, if they price him at 1,200, there's no way that he's gonna sell.
Yeah, so I think Sideshow is they gonna hit you with a couple pieces, but for the most part, they're keeping the same price range.
The Doom exclusive is 780, and the collector's edition is 760.
Okay.
hmm
I think, and that's their that they've billed that as a maquette, so they usually price those around that price.
Right. So okay, let's transition. Right. So we got the Zatanna, right? And I posted this in the group chat, or not the group chat, the Facebook group. And I said I want to have a conversation about Will Harbottle, man, because I mean I feel like this guy he has look at his damn catalog, man.
You got good stuff.
This guy's a
Yeah.
different breed, man. I mean, he did the nine.
You're muted.
You're muted.
I don't know why I keep doing this. I apologize. Like it just keeps saying that my mic disconnected. But I'm not touching my mic, so I don't understand why it's like why is it saying that my mic disconnected, which is weird. Okay. Well, you guys can hear me now, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
Sir.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just let me know anytime it does that. I don't know what's going on with StreamYard right now. Gambit, Harley Hell on Wheels. This what do you call it? What do you call this band?
Let's not find out.
Shit. You know what I'm talking about, but
I
can't
know
remember.
their name, but I won't say it. We don't deserve to know.
Okay,
I'm sparing you guys.
this band, right? Whatever this band's name is, the Juggernaut.
Oh yeah. My
the
kids like them.
BTS or whatever.
Yeah.
Damn. Look at you.
Hey, I learned a couple things, man. Yeah.
Wow, what's wrong with this band?
Nothing's wrong with them. They're just a pop group.
Yeah,
I just-
my little
Yeah.
kids like them. I mean, I
Yeah,
mean, if you're a grown man and you following them, I mean, what's wrong with that?
I'm just a hater. That's all, man.
Me too.
Nothing-
Me too. But you got to speak your
Buck
mind
is
on
crazy.
it. I'm not gonna tell you why I don't like them. You know.
They're like the NSYNC or Backstreet Boys of this generation. Or something, right? Yeah.
Oh man. What's up, Mark? What's going on? What's good? Thanks for stopping in, man. But yeah, this guy here, I mean, you know what? When I went to his catalog here, I was kind of surprised because I didn't realize that he did mostly outside of this group, right? This band, it's mostly women. Ray, Ghost Spider, Storm, Psylocke, Phoenix, and that makes sense that he did Phoenix because he did. Oh no, never mind. He didn't do Jean Grey, but they might have taken the Jean Grey head scope and just put it on her.
I think Jean Grey is the one that's done by Mark Newman, possibly. The new one.
But this is an impressive catalog, if you ask me. I mean, I have the Rogue. I did consider Psylocke for a little bit, but I decided not to get Psylocke because I feel like she would be an outlier in my collection. But I do feel like I think I am going to get the Storm. I was looking at the Ray like the other day, or actually, I think that was earlier today. I was looking at Ray. I mean, obviously, there's been a lot of conversation around Nightcrawler. We'll get to him here in a little bit. And Gambit, I have him coming this month.
He should go back to the drawing board for that Gwen.
Spider-Gwen?
It's too late, man.
No. I think I really like Spider-Gwen. I think the only thing I didn't like about Spider-Gwen was the base. I think the base was
The base.
just a little weird. It just wasn't for me. But Spider-Gwen herself, like the body of her and everything, the face, head sculpt, everything is great. Yeah, everything is great. I love everything about her. It's the base that's kind of like a little weird.
It's crazy. I don't know if I'm like the black sheep on this, but or the only person with this. That Harley Quinn, I actually did not like that one. It just didn't. It didn't. Do nothing
this
for
one
me.
over here.
Yeah, it didn't do nothing for me. Like,
it didn't do nothing for me either. Really, I mean, I was kind of lukewarm about it, but that's because I only like a specific type. Like I'm very picky when it comes to like Harley Quinn and stuff like that. So I don't think it has anything to do with Will Harbaugh. I think it's just my taste in Harley Quinn.
Yeah,
I like the old school.
It's just corny. I mean,
yeah.
I don't know why you can't do that anymore. It's just a corny piece. If you like it, you like it, but it's corny.
Joe says that he did Deja Thors. He was involved in Magneto Maquette.
Yeah, there's a bunch he's done, but because they're sold out, they're not going to show up on here.
Oh yeah, I forgot Sideshow does that craziness where they only show you the stuff that's in stock.
Yeah, you have to go to the archives.
With the Gwen,
how do you do that?
I like it though.
I'm not too sure, but there's a way you search for older statues on their website that's different.
Oh, I just Google it.
I normally just Google, but I really don't understand why they do that. Like, why do they take stuff off of their website?
So people don't think it's available, and it doesn't Because imagine if you're scrolling through and they put all their old pieces there. If you're scrolling through by alphabetical order or something, right?
Hmm.
You're just gonna be looking at a bunch of sold out like statues, and you're trying to sift through them to see the ones that aren't sold out. It's for your own benefit. There's no point in showing you pieces you can't buy.
I guess you're true. I guess that's true.
Plus, you can actually look for it on their website. You just gotta do the archive search.
Okay. I just wish it was a little bit more intuitive on how to do that. You know?
Or
Yeah.
Is that
accessible.
is that
Just
Rogue still available?
Yeah, yeah. She should be. I think the regular,
it's
not the
not
exclusive.
the exclusive is long sold out.
Right. Yeah. Hold up now.
But even that right now,
Wait a second.
it is harder to. Sorry, it's the price has gone down on this Rogue exclusive. I feel,
Hmm.
you
Really?
know,
You think
yeah.
so?
I've been looking on Facebook. There's people that can't sell it, like they're not selling it for the price they're asking. It's just there, and they keep like renewing their posts. So, and
Yeah, I've
then
seen a couple like 1,200 rogues out there, and nobody's biting
no
them.
one's buying it. That's not the value. You got to go lower, man.
Yeah, they think just because they're exclusive, it's a whole another 200, 300 jump.
And you see, I think really because like the diehard collectors that bought the Sentinel diorama, they're not going to pay $1,200 for something like this. It defeats the purpose. It's too many X-Men characters, and if you want to consolidate, that's where I would say you invest your money in because you get everything for a reasonable price,
Hmm.
and it gives you that whole setup. I mean, this, don't get me wrong, this is a beautiful piece, but 1,200 is ridiculous on the aftermarket.
Yeah, no, I'm not
Plus,
paying that.
the hype period is gone.
Yeah,
The chance to sell it at that price is gone.
yeah.
It's like that for most pieces. For a lot of pieces.
I feel XM's Rogue also took a hit too. Um, the one they just put out or just released.
Yeah.
I feel like that one. I saw that one around the same price range, and that's really retail. And people was even offering to pay shipping.
Hmm.
That's still not
Oh
going.
man,
So
I give it to you for free, man. Just take it.
And that's why I tell people, if you want to sell your statues, I mean, your markup should be 10%. You know, if you're doing 20-30%, people are getting smarter. Like, they're not gonna buy that unless they really want it.
If you want to do the product archive, do this. Search up Green Goblin premium format on. I just search for a statue that is sold out on their search. Right. Enter, and it should ask you if you want to use the archive.
That Venom is 650.
yeah,
Mm.
I don't think there's an exclusive for that one.
You gotta search for a statue that's sold out, and then like
Mm,
it'll ask you if you want to use the archives.
interesting.
Or I guess maybe this is even
Hmm.
Antetokounmpo.
Giannis Antetokounmpo. I don't see Green Goblin, which is weird.
It's over there to the right. Right.
Oh, there's more. Oh, okay.
Scroll up. It's the second column. Like, and so just keep
Oh, here.
scrolling down. But no. Mm,
Interesting.
or try Danger Girl. Usually, the way I used to do it is like you search for a statue. Uh, like search up Danger Girl. I'm trying to think of a statue that's sold out. They don't have any anymore.
I was looking for a Sabretooth. Sabretooth was sold out.
Yeah, you got Magneto that's sold out. You also got the John Stewart Green Lantern.
Yeah, yeah. Click on that one. I think that one right now is heavily sorted. And I
Yeah,
regret not picking that up. I don't know why I didn't pick it up.
or maybe just
I'm
look
I'm hoping they get 1/4 scale for that one, and then I'll pick it up.
on the side. Or see where it says CL products.
Yeah.
Try that. Mm.
Oh, that was just like the page.
It just shows you like
This
the.
is weird, man. That's what I'm saying. It should be way more intuitive than this.
Yeah, before it used to ask you if you wanted to search the archives after you search for something. I'm surprised it's not doing that now. Also.
John says off the main page, there's a product archive link at the bottom of the page. Let's just this is gonna piss me off if I don't see this. I just need to at least see it. No, that says no. I thought that said archive.
Press Control F and just type in archive.
Oh, product archive. Here we are. Oh, thank God. Jeez.
Yeah. So that's how you can find everything that they've done in the past. So you can see all the sold out stuff. Yeah.
Thank goodness. Thanks.
Ooh, my Freddy is sold out. Ooh. I'll never sell that though because they haven't made too many Freddy statues.
I have this piece right here. I didn't know that this was done by what's my man? I'm drawing a blank here. Emil Carfong, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
He was a part of this, which is really cool.
I just saw this at one of the groups I'm in. They try to sell this for $1,300.
No, it's not worth that. And I have the statue, and I know it's not worth that. I that was actually my first statue.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I sold that Bane, the one right there.
Oh yeah, I remember you having this one.
Yeah, shout out to my my buyer. I know you're happy with that.
Straight up.
Thanks for paying for your own shipping.
Absolutely. Let's see. All right. So since we're already here on Sideshow's website, we might as well get into the other girl of the hour, and that's Captain Marvel, right?
Oh my gosh.
Here we are. Why the hell isn't it showing up?
I think I give this statue unfair judgment just because of the movie. I'm gonna be honest.
Yeah, I agree. Same thing. That movie killed it for me.
Yeah, I feel like, man, look at the powers. They look lame as shit. I just be hating on it now.
You know, when I first saw it, it kind of looked like she has like sand powers, like the Sandman. If you can, but
So is it lukewarm? Or how do we feel about it? Say how you feel about this, man?
bland.
I tell you what they should have done with the fire. I got the new Captain America, and the fire on that looks amazing. I don't know if they could have done that, like the whole fire stash with the bottom and her hands in that style. It would have been fire. No pun intended.
Does the her powers do it light up?
I don't think so. No, I don't think so. Not that I know of.
Such a weird time to release Captain Marvel statue.
Well,
It is.
Well,
It's a little weird.
well, it is weird. Maybe they're trying to tie it up with Miss Marvel, but that's the only thing I can try to correlate to it.
Unless they know something we don't.
Well,
Why don't they? They
aren't
still
making a
Kamala
second
Khan
movie?
statue.
Sorry, I thought they was making a second movie. So
They are. Yeah.
maybe it's coming out around the same time. Maybe.
Maybe Captain Marvel has an appearance in the Miss Marvel series that we don't know about, right? I mean,
Possibly. It's very likely that she'll show up in this series, right?
yeah.
Yeah. But I don't watch.
Or she'll show up in the what's that other one? That spinoff. That spinoff from Secret Invasions. That's it.
Oh yeah. She might be in that too.
That's gonna be so weird with the way they've done the scroll in the
Her movie.
yeah.
How do you uninstall something? Because this pisses me off. How do you uninstall?
Honey?
Yeah.
Instead of uninstalling it, you could see the extension at the top right. You right click on that.
Bro, I'm gonna warn you against uninstalling that. because I actually use it,
It's good.
and every time I buy a Sideshow statue, I use that, and I get money back. I get at least $40 to $30 back.
For real?
Yep,
Oh
yep.
shit! Whoa, I didn't know that.
Yeah, man.
Oh shit!
Anytime you
Man.
purchase something online, man, you get money back.
Wow, that's crazy. I need to start using that.
Deposit right into your PayPal.
Oh, that's tough.
Doesn't
Uh,
doesn't it give you like 2%?
It depends. I don't know. It depends on how much the
I think
statue you buy.
on Sideshow only give you 2% of the 2% back. So it depends on the price. Yeah.
Yeah, it depends on the price of the statue, I guess.
this is Raider, but he renamed himself to Frank. What's up, Frank? He says they need the Mohawk helmet for Captain Marvel. I saw a
Oh
lot of people
hell
saying that.
no!
I mean, with that suit, that would be weird, but
Well, I will say this: people were talking about the base. I actually kind of like the base. I ain't gonna hold you. It like I kind of like so the base. I think the base is cool up until right here. It cuts off right here. Right here up is where it's kind of like a little weird. It's a little awkward. But I'm not even mad at her. Like I think she looks fine. Herself. I think this part of her the statue kind of makes it awkward and weird. But I'm not mad at the base. I'm not mad at how they connected her. I'm not mad at her stance and how she looks and her head sculpt and none of that. Like I'm cool with all this. I just think that there could have been a little bit cooler way to do this whole situation.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think it's boring on purpose. It's 'cause you look at it, it feels uninspired, but they just want to, what's the word? The bases right now are like very small on all these pieces, to
Mhm.
like and I feel it's like a price thing. So
But this is the prototype, though, right? Because I know sometimes with the prototypes, they'll release it, we hate it, and then they come back and it looks better. Because I know they did that with Storm. Storm didn't have that
yeah.
light up effect originally. Now all of a sudden she has a light up effect.
I'll be surprised if they do light up on this. If they do light up on this, it'll probably mean that unless they don't do it all the way through and they just do it where our hands are, like around where the energy is really piling up. But
Mhm.
if they try to do it all the way through, I mean, they'll have to have that be hollow inside.
Yeah.
And that, I'm just like, how does that support her weight? So there's probably going to be a rod that goes through that to the base, I imagine.
I think
Mhm.
it would look really nice and had a light up effect.
I'm
I mean, I
at,
think it's a good. I think it's a really good scope.
oh, I think it's an awesome scope. I just think I just never had a desire to have a Captain Marvel in my collection. Like I'm not in love with the character enough to want her a part of my Avengers line. But um, I mean, if I were to get a Captain Marvel, I would probably get this one. But I don't have it. I just don't have it in me to purchase this character.
Yeah.
Yeah. It could have been more interesting. It's just kind of boring. That's all. It's well done, but it's boring.
I concur on that one. I like the head sculpt a lot, though.
Yeah, yeah. I like how the hair flows. I think it's pretty cool.
I think it's better than
Um,
Storm's head sculpt, at least the hair portion.
mhm. Steve Lord sculpted this.
Yeah, I like his stuff. He did the Poison Ivy. He
Oh yeah.
also did Starfire, and he did
Oh
like
yeah.
Black Canary as well.
Oh,
He's
Huntress.
really good,
Wow.
but at the same time, he's not the one who decides what he sculpts.
That's true. He kind of just comes. He gets the design and then he has to sculpt that, right?
Yeah, so
But he has. I mean, he's pretty decent catalog. Got a few Batmans, some Supermans. Look, he's a DC guy.
that Batman there, I feel like I think it was like several people that worked
This
on
one.
that. No, the one on the left,
This one.
Batman Begins, or Christian Bale Batman.
Mhm. Really, several people. I think that this Batman could have been really, really cool if they didn't like Silver Surfer it out.
Yeah, that's the exact same pose as a surfer.
He did that in the movie, right?
Yeah, he did. It's a scene straight
It's
out of the
like a
movie,
scene.
but I don't know if it. I don't know if
I
I don't
think they
know.
should have released this one before the Silver Surfer if they plan on doing that.
I feel like they
But I
should
think
have.
they had it.
Yeah, I feel like they should have tweaked his stance just a little bit. You know.
And that's crazy because it looks like is that the surfer's mold?
No, that's not how that works. It would they wouldn't do it like that because this will be digitally sculpted. If who are the sculptors on this? Is Daniel Bell one of them?
No, Aaron McNaught,
Yeah,
Steve Lord, and that's it.
Bernardo Escobar. It's not likely that they would use the same like uh, not exactly. Yeah, it wouldn't just be because you have to have all the detailing on the body, so it wouldn't just be like the Silver Surfer one.
Oh,
There's some
they couldn't just send him the files.
They could, but there's something called like a base mesh, where people will use like you have a starting point, and everyone sculpts from that starting point. But even then, like you're not just gonna go, oh, it's the same pose, we do the same pose, we give it to you, and then like they start detailing on top of that. Because even then, to have all these details be symmetrical, you're gonna have to add the details while it's like in a T pose or an A pose. It's just not likely that they just took the pose from Silver Surfer and then they turned it into this. It's more that they were sculpting this and then they posed it and it's like it ends up being the same pose.
Hmm.
Just with the way that works, like in ZBrush.
Got it. Okay, that's what's up. Let's see. Grigo says, since we speaking of her, I need to get Brie Larson's autograph for my movie poster. Anyone know where she will be signed soon? I have no clue. She might be at one of these Comic Cons though. You got to check it out.
Yeah, you check the cons.
In the meantime, just go watch her doing yoga on YouTube.
She does yoga on YouTube.
Yeah, it's quite
She has,
fascinating.
she has a YouTube channel, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does.
Yeah, I think I've seen a video or two before. Let's see. Sound like they taking shortcuts to me. uh, I don't know. It's
Yeah.
hard to say.
I mean, it's the same thing people were saying about what's the name, XM and the Swamp Thing pose with Apocalypse.
Oh
It
yeah.
just doesn't work like that.
The
If
Captain Morgan pose.
yeah, and then Captain more like you're not able to do that with poses. Like people don't understand how it works. You don't just like copy the guy and then redetail everything to make it look like another character in the
But why?
software.
But why not? If you look at the laws of supply and demand, why not? It's kind of
I,
like
I'm not saying that that's like if you could, they wouldn't do it. I'm saying you can't do it like with the software. Like they use ZBrush, right? And like when you that's not how the process works. And when you're sculpting stuff, first you do the for the most part, if it's, especially if it's a suit like this or a superhero, everything on their costume is symmetrical. So you're gonna like sculpt it when it's in like a default pose. Their arms are like that, like it's called a T pose,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be like that. So everything is symmetrical. So when you sculpt on one side, it's on the other side. If you were to take a character that's already posed to then add the detail on like because if they take the Silver Surfer that's already posed, you can't make all the details on the Batman suit look symmetrical on his body, like
I see what you're saying.
you know, there's like other things that you could try, but there's no point if you try to do it. You're like taking more time just to copy it. It's not a shortcut. You'll just be creating more issues for yourself if you try to do that. It's
but you
better to actually just start
you
from
you
scratch.
still got to help me understand because if it's digital, and let's say if I'm on paper and I'm drawing,
Yeah.
and I understand the physics and the anatomy of what you're describing, but I can also erase it if it's digital. If it's a mold, I wouldn't want to start my mold over because now it's like I gotta basically it's physical.
I'll,
So
I'll
now
show you. I'll
now
show you. I'll show you
now
after the show. Why it's not possible.
even if it's intangible,
What?
even if it's intangible,
If
You
what
mean
is
digital?
intangible?
You mean digital,
Yeah.
right?
So if
Yeah,
it's
even
if it's digital, it's intangible. So now if
yeah.
you're molding, it's tangible, right?
I'll show you. I'll show you why it's not. Why it's unlikely they're doing something like that, and
No,
why.
and the only reason I'm no respect. The only reason why I brought it up because that pose I didn't even know it looks exactly like the surfer pose. I'm like,
Hmm.
damn,
I
you
feel you
know.
on that.
Yeah.
And what I always say to people when they say that, like, there is a limit to how many poses you can do with someone's body. You got two limbs, you got like two legs, and then there's a limit to how your torso can bend. And then you also have to take into consideration the character and what kind of poses they're likely to do, right? Batman isn't going to be in a sexy pose like Deja Thoris on a couch, so that limits what he can do, right? And so, in general, you're going to see overlap in the kind of poses you're seeing between characters and statues just from that. But I know even that
To
might
me that
not
makes it
be
worse.
fully right. It makes it worse to you. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like y'all deliberately, like companies wise, like XM for example, they deliberately are like, all right, we're gonna do a whole new statue, draw a whole new statue, and we're gonna do the same pose.
What's wrong with that? It's a different character.
No, we're not saying anything. I'm just saying like maybe. I mean, they could probably cut corners. I don't know. I mean, that's what we're saying.
I would say that's what I'm saying. It's not cutting corners because you still got to do the whole thing again from scratch. It's just like it's posed the same way, right?
Hmm.
You're gonna put the characters in the same pose, but like it's like if I asked you, Kisses, to come up with different poses that you can do as a human being and make it different every single time, you're gonna there's a limit to what you can do. You can't come up with any original poses at some point. And so something those poses are gonna be repeated on a different statue. And that's what I'm saying,
Mm-hmm.
right?
Yeah.
I got you. Quick pivot. So, oh wait, actually, you know what? We're gonna jump back to Sideshow here in a second, but quick pivot. Talon, right? Talon is his edition size was released this past week, and the regular here is limited to 100. Have we ever seen edition size this low before? Because I don't think I've ever from a licensed company, right? I don't know if I've ever seen one this low before.
Nope.
It's possible
That's kind
Prime
of
One has done something close to this, but it would be on a statue I
that's
was
crazy to
interested in.
me.
I've never seen it that low.
How many did they make of the Kenshiro from Hokuto no Ken? And they did also did a Neo statue, and I think that had a really tiny edition size.
Can you spell that for me, please?
Nioh.
But I thought Talon, a lot of people pre-ordered that though.
No, they don't. You know, people complain that they're not giving us new characters, but they don't pre-order when they get it. So that's
Uh,
200.
200 and then 150.
Mhm. Also, search up what's the name of the other dude? Uh, Ken Hokuto no Ken. Hokuto in space. Or actually, just search Fist of the North Star. Fist of the North Star. Yeah, yeah, try that. And check like the one that's not gold. Of the guy with black hair.
500.
That's 500. Let's see. But I know like for some characters, they just don't do that many. Like the Neo one, that's one that came to mind. Um, that one had
Nah, that's just
150
a
and 200.
that's just a shock for that Talon one because I actually thought a lot of people were wanting that one.
I mean,
Yeah.
so okay, 100 for the regular and then 250 for the exclusive. And I will say, when this was shown, I'm not even a Batman statue collector, and I said to myself, "This is freaking dope. This is super hard. And if you're a 1/3 Batman statue collector, this is like automatic. Like, there's no question if you should get this or not." And I thought that this would go through the roof. I honestly did because I mean, I know Talon isn't as popular as Joker or as popular as Bane or something like that, but this is still one of Batman's. I think that Talon will become way more popular, especially if the rumors are true that, with the Pattinson universe, that maybe in the third movie they'll do Court of Owls, right? It'll become extremely popular by everyone, and everyone will love it. And at this point, hopefully at that point, this will be long sold out.
And that's
And you know, there you
I
go.
I say this like movies, like it's hard to gauge their effect on collectibles.
Hmm.
Yeah, because that Black Widow movie came out. I guess it wasn't that great, but you could look at the current edition size on Sideshow for
Taskmaster.
the new Black Widow, and then Taskmaster as well. He's still available. He's not sold out, and
Mm-hmm.
like now they're doing free shipping. They only do that on statues that are not selling that well.
That's true.
I
But
think.
Very true.
to be fair, that Taskmaster is actually a really good statue.
Oh, it
Exactly.
is.
Yeah.
It is.
What makes it even worse, because now they're doing a different character for people and they're not buying it.
I think they just
Yeah.
messed up with the movie when it came to
They did.
Taskmaster.
Yeah,
It
but
was-
also, sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry for interrupting.
Oh, you good? You good? I think the movie didn't help on the sales.
Mhm.
Since
Oh, I
they
see.
changed
So
up,
the movie
they changed
wasn't
up the
that good.
character.
Yeah,
But I
but even
think,
that shouldn't like affect it too much, right? Because people always saying they don't do enough new characters, and it's like you see, like when they do them, when you get them, they don't sell that well. They just don't.
I'm 100% sure that this statue will be heavily sorted because, like Astro was saying, like the quarter owls, that is, if they do include that in the Patterson movie, I'm telling you, this is going to be a highly sorted statue. And it's going to be too late
If they do him right too.
if they do them right, because that story with Batman is amazing, amazing. So,
But that's why I thought this would be like like sought after now.
and
He's
you know
a new
what?
character. He did the comics. They did really good in the comics, and that a whole section. So I thought
This is where you find. I'm going to cut you off. This is where you find like who's the diehard fan, because like we're used to the main characters constantly being produced, and now a character like this comes out. If you're not familiar with that storyline, it's going to just go past you. Now, what the movies do, and I like to make the example when we go back to the first Avenger movies, people didn't know who Thanos were. Now all this stuff is coming out. Now people are chasing these products, but this one right here is definitely is a must. I can.
so. I got to.
Mhm.
So this brings up a question for me. Do y'all think that Constantine is going to suffer like this? Or you
Yes,
think he's
Yes.
going to go off?
I
Wait,
think he's gonna
wait, wait,
suffer
It's
like
gonna-
this.
Wait. Constantine from Prime 1?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yep.
Although that's a very like
that's a good ass piece.
conceptually, people really love that statue,
Mm.
right? And so there's that. But this statue, I think, actually looks kind of boring.
Really?
Yeah, but like it's done well, but it's just doing that. I don't know. It's not very interesting to me. But
So you said compared to the Constantine?
yeah, compared
the
to the
statue?
Constantine, right?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Oh yeah,
Versus that-
Constantine. Yeah, that's a good statue.
that's a really good statue conceptually, right? And with that one on its own, without thinking about the character, already looks good. But then, okay, if you like the character too, you can get that. But even then, the fact that he's not Batman, like, and he's not like the characters that people are complaining get done constantly, but those sell out, those keep getting bought, right? Um, is gonna mean that it has like a drastically lower edition size. It would seem, you know, because even look at the Dark Knight's Metal line by Prime One. Those are really cool pieces, but they don't have like high edition sizes. Edition size like are like 300 and they're less than 1,000. But the new Harley Quinn, like was that the latest Harley Quinn they did? I think that's over 2,000 or something. Just for like one of the versions. But those Dark Knight's Metals pieces, those are very ambitious. They're crazy, they're like different characters. But it's a variation of Batman still. I get, but like it's different characters, but they don't have that high of edition size. And Prime One bases their edition size on like pre-orders. So it means people aren't pre-ordering because they're not as excited for the piece.
But you got to break it down to like, okay, well, what's the demographics of, I guess, whoever's buying those particular statues? Because, like I said previously, this one is going to be heavily sorted because of the story, not so much of the art. Because once people become familiar, once this hits mainstream, this is going to be one of the ones
gonna
that
take
you
off.
wish. Yeah, this is
Yeah.
one of the ones you wish you had.
we'll say I agree on that. I agree the demand will increase, but like we then have to ask ourselves if they increase the supply just a little bit more, if there were a few more pieces in terms of edition size, right? Like if let's imagine there was an unlimited amount of like pieces for this, even after the movie comes out and it's a great story, how many people will actually still want to buy it, right? If with the increased demand, is it still going to be comparable to the same amount of people that would order just another new Batman statue?
I mean, I
No,
also think too that when the movie comes out, I don't think like say it's not the talent like this, like different suit, whatever. I think people will be more attracted to the movie version anyway.
yeah, it's like Moon Knight. I went to the comic book store trying to get an omnibus, and it was gone because when Disney put out the Moon Knight, and it just seemed like it created a demand for people to know who this character is, I should say. You know,
I hear both of you, and I agree on what you just said, Kesis, right? But like, I feel that also shifts the topic because what we're talking about was this particular statue increasing in demand, like after the movie comes out, and like more people are exposed to the story of Court of Owls, right? And do you think that this statue, this version, will like increase in its like demand after the movie? I think that's a
I think it
given. That's a
will.
given. Yeah, right.
Yeah,
But
you
will
read
it
you have
increase?
you have you read the Quarter Hours?
I've not read it.
Oh,
I
okay.
have. Yeah,
I watched the animated movie.
I did too. I watched the animated movie too.
Mm. I
It was
say
really good. I really enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was really good.
I say read the book.
It's even better,
I
huh?
hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. It'll probably be good. The only thing is, I'm not too crazy about Capullo's art style. That's why I
Mm.
haven't read it.
Because the reason why I say read the book because I never read a book upside down, left, right. And if you picked up the I'm trying to remember off the top of my head, I'll show you guys off radar. But what I loved about reading that book, Batman was confused. Just to give you guys a brief story, and the way the writer wrote this particular book, he was holding the book, and you had to like as if he was in the maze of the quarter hour. You actually had to turn the book a certain kind of way, and it was a great read. So this is why I say read the book first. Not, I mean, the movie is in a series is
Mhm.
always great, but read the book.
I get what you're saying. You get a different kind of experience out of the
Yeah.
book. Yeah.
That's pretty dope, man.
Mhm.
But I mean, I hate let's what is it now? We're in 2022. What 2024, 2025, 2 3 years from now, we'll be looking back, and probably 2 years from now, we'll be looking back, and people will be looking for this statue, on the aftermarket. It's long sold out, and we're gonna
It'll
look
be
back and
it'll be temporary hype. It would be temporary hype. I think so. I don't think it'll be some long lasting. People will want it for like a few months and then it'll die down.
but if well, you think even after like let's say they do the movie and the movie's really good, it's a smash, like this original was the first Batman. You think that if let's say the third Batman comes out in 2025, Court of Owls, and you know it's written great and it's a great movie and it sells $1 billion, you think it'll
Hmm.
be just quick hype, or do you think that this will be like one of those?
I think it's more likely to be quick hype than for it to like start a new like for it to like really boost the character's popularity in the zeitgeist.
I
I
don't.
think
Go ahead.
I don't know. I don't know. I think because I think Moon Knight was quick hype where he came out and then that statue that already came out, all of a sudden people were selling it, people were buying it. I think that Robert Patterson, now we saw all these statues made of him. I think they can easily give us a Talon statue and knock out however many, and then same with this one. I think this one will come up and be thrown right in there, and then all of a sudden we're just back in there. I don't think it'll be quick hype necessarily for this statue.
hmm but like you look at the what's his name, Joaquin Phoenix, his Joker movie. That was a great movie. It was fantastic. But I'm done. I don't want to see a statue of that character anymore.
Yeah,
Yeah, I'm
but you
done
see,
too.
but
Yeah,
that's yeah. I mean, because we already the Joker. You talking about? Remember, Talon as a character, I can guarantee the mainstream is not too familiar with. the Joker, you can go different. I mean, you can go everywhere with the Joker. It don't even matter. He's established. You put out a
That's
Joker
true.
piece, people are gonna buy it. You know,
That's true. Joker is a
and
little different.
yeah, that's what I mean. Like, as far as signature pieces, there's one Joker that I have in my collection. That's the Libra Meal, the one that Sonny has right there. That's the one I have, and that's my Joker. You know,
But doesn't that speak more to the staying power of the character versus one like Talon?
no, Talon's on a whole different level, bro. I'll tell you, got to read that.
I feel like
Don't
when
don't
the
don't
movie
make me get
comes,
my comic and show it to you so I can show you what I'm talking about.
Like I'm not talking about like the quality of the story in that regard. I'm talking about like you know
For me, it's always been the story. It's always been the story before I come
yeah,
out.
but like it's like the relevancy in pop culture. Like how do people? Is it gonna stay in people's minds long
Yes.
after?
If they do that story well with the Quarter Owls and that Batman, I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, oh, that's a deep story.
Yeah,
It's deep. If they
but
do
the,
it
I feel
well.
like I
Quick
feel like if
question,
they do the
bro.
movie. Oh yeah,
Sorry, bro. Quick question: do you consider statue collectors the same as comic collectors? Because I find sometimes people just buy statues; they don't know anything about the character.
When I
So,
go live, I'm gonna prove this because one of my best friends, he and I has been collecting for years, and sometimes we have the I can't wait till I do this because you're gonna think we are crazy. We curse each other out because I say you just buy shit just to have shit. You just buy it because you like the way it looks. But what I buy a statue is because I know the story behind it. So that's why I said, a few weeks ago, he's doing well, but he caught COVID. And I said, once you get yourself together, we got to do this thing live because I'm telling you, like, you got some people. There's nothing wrong with the art, and that's why I say you got to know what category of collector that you are. There's nothing wrong with saying, "Oh, look, I like it because the way it looked." But me specifically, I buy for the story behind it. That's why. You know.
yeah, because I'm a big Batman fan, and I know the story behind this statue. So
hmm
I think that statue is aimed towards collectors like myself.
Yeah.
A normal person that just wants to buy a statue and they look at this, they're gonna be like, I don't know.
hmm
So
yeah.
those are the people that will buy the statue once the movie come out,
Right.
once it goes mainstream.
Mhm.
so I
Yeah.
have like a good question. I would say. So if this Talon statue by Prime One, if it was released for pre-order after like a successful movie, how big do you think the edition size would be? And before we answer that, Aisha, can you pull up like the Fabok Batman from Prime One, and let's look at the edition size on that.
I still say under a
The one
thousand.
with the cape.
Yeah,
Okay.
And
or
that's my
or or
Batman, by
or,
the way.
or, or even the Hush one, the Batcave Hush. I just want to know what the edition sizes are on those, and then like maybe you could use that as a baseline because I want like because the usual complaint in the community is that we're getting the same characters, right? And so these companies are setting their edition size based on the demand. So when we look at the edition size for pieces like Hush and the Fabok Batman, we can kind of get like a reasonable expectation for what the demand is on those pieces. So then I want you guys to look at those and then tell me like if you were to see the Court of Owls like after the movie release, where do you think you would place the edition size at?
So
Right?
there's multiple versions of Hush. You have
Yeah.
EX and the bonus and all this other stuff. But this regular version is 500.
That's usually the smallest edition size.
Let's go to the bonus version. The bonus version is 999. Oh,
And
this is okay. Yeah, this is
yeah,
the deluxe version, and then that's the bonus version. This is the deluxe. So 999. So we're at 1500 right now, plus another 1,000. So
2,500.
2,500.
All right.
I
Uh,
guess I can say for a fact they wouldn't be making 2,500 of Talons.
So what would you think? Where do you think they?
What
So
you
right now it's at 350, and if a successful movie was to come out, where would you place like Talon at in terms of edition size? If
you
it
I'll
can't
was to
you
release
can't
at the peak of that hype.
you can't put Talon into that same category as Batman. Batman is an
Oh,
Yeah, I
established
wouldn't
main
either.
I
character.
know that. I know that. That's why I said we set this kind of like as a benchmark. Like how much higher do you
This
think?
is this is what I think that will happen when people become familiar with that story. The first thing they're going to do is they're going to want to get a background, a history. I think that's what anyone want to do. And then once they figure out, like, okay, well, this is why that character is so important, and depending on what you like, then it's going to be a highly sorted. But now, like, the people who understood that character is gone.
Mhm.
And that's where you make your money, because you know from this jump, like, okay, this is something that people are not familiar with. So I'm going to go
Yeah,
ahead, get it, hold on to it, and that's why you see value increases.
yeah.
It's the diehard fans that really make the money.
And I think to your point, like just lost my train of thought. But say this was released during that time period, like pre-order, whatever. I think the anticipation would die down by the time they release it from the time you were able to pre-order too, depending on that wait time or whatever.
If it was lined up like just right, like people are hyped like 2 weeks after the release of the movie, everyone is high off the hype from the movie. Where do you think it would it would be?
I would put it at about 800.
I was gonna say 999, maybe 999.
And looking at Prime Ones, like 9.99 is a pretty high edition size for them for Prime One, especially for a character that's not like no getting bought as much as Wonder Woman, Batman, or Harley Quinn.
I would say you would have to wait after the introduction from the movie character, and then if he gets a role where he's the main villain, then I would put my bets on the edition size. Like, depending on how people love this character, you got to look at the success of the box office before he even makes the distribution. Because
Yeah,
why would I even? Who knows what's going to happen? He might appear and people be like, oh, okay, that was cool, but so what? You know.
Now,
yeah.
if we're
Yeah.
talking about
But
like
but
if we're
but
talking
that's
about
what
a
I'm
perfect
saying.
world,
The argument that was being made was that the movie would boost the sales, right?
mm,
But like it feels like now you're saying, people might be like, so what, which is not congruent with the idea that the movie boosts the sales, right? So like what I'm trying to say is like I actually think the movie would boost the sales. I just don't think it would boost it that much that then it's even because like what I'm arguing against now is the idea that people complain that we're getting the same characters over and over again. My
Mhm.
what when people make that complaint, I want to let them know that the reason why we do get the same characters over and over because people are willing to have several Batman statues in their collection. But when you release something like a Talon, there's not that many people that even want to have the one.
But that's what I mean. That's what I'm trying to say. That's for the diehard fan. Those
yeah,
are
I
for
was
the
agreeing
people.
with you on that one, Bub. Because like
Yeah.
I said, I was surprised. Like I said, that Talon was at the edition size it was.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Because
that's
even
that's
then, I'm not even arguing against you. I'm arguing against that idea.
And I think, no,
Yeah,
no, no, no. It's a good debate. What I'm saying is like, because like it's a hundred of those pieces right now. So that's smart. That's actually smart. The people that are familiar with that particular villain, who are the readers, are going to buy it, but the mainstream is not. So now
Yeah.
what happens
Agree.
is you buy it. That character becomes pop culture. Not everybody wants it, you know. But now you have it. You see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
that's why you see the manufacturer can't put any high value on it. That's why it's not selling for $3,000, $4,000 because people don't even know who the hell that character is.
Hmm.
But you and I
also
do.
Court of Owls is going to be on that new uh Gotham Knights game too.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
true, true, true,
So,
true. I forgot about that.
but if that game is trash, it is going to hurt
Yeah, it's not
certain.
it's not gonna like help the recognition of the character in pop culture. So like definitely
No, no. I
if
think, I
if
think, I
if
think.
like that movie comes out and there's some this it has legs on it, there's longevity because you see a movie like the Dark Knight with Heath Ledger's Joker. That movie was a cultural phenomenon. Right, to this day, they're still like pumping out these Ledger statues and figures, and people are buying them, right? And it feels repetitive. We're getting the same dude over and over, but people are buying that shit, man. So if that movie, that Court of Owls movie, is something like that, like the way Dark Knight was for people, we're gonna
It
see like multiple versions of this character coming over and over the years, coming
it
on
it,
over and
it
over.
will be, because this is the Quarter Owls is kind of like the Illuminati.
Yeah.
You see, so that's why I think, because and I know, sometimes some people are conspiracists, whatever, but I know for a fact if they do that story well, people are gonna really like that, and that's gonna play well into the new Batman movie.
Hmm.
But we'll see. We'll see.
Yeah.
We'll definitely see how that plays out, and I'm really excited to see it. I want to say one thing, and then we'll go to pictures. I think that in maybe if you guys want to chime in, we can. But do you guys feel like okay, we got the Captain Marvel from Sideshow, we got the Zatanna from Sideshow, we've gotten a few other statues recently from Sideshow, none of which were a part of 12 Days of Sideshow. Do you think that these pieces should have been a part of 12 Days instead of like these art prints that they put? Like, because I just feel like, I mean, you had to know in December that this was coming in June. Like,
It has to get approved by the licensor before they can show it. Like, it needs to be at a certain stage in production, right? And we don't know. We don't know what stage it was in production like 6 months ago, right?
mm-mm.
Yeah,
It doesn't take that long to paint a statue, or like to even, once you've printed it and painted it, it doesn't take that long. So they had 6 months between 12 days and now, and even 12 days gets planned in advance as well, right?
Mhm.
So
Yeah.
it's hard to say if this stuff was at this stage ready to show back then. Um,
Mhm.
yeah,
I'm not too keen on giving them much of a hard time on that. I just feel like they need to change the format. So like, if I'm gonna be disappointed, I'm disappointed in like within the span of an hour instead of stretching it to 12 days of disappointment.
yeah. No, he's right, because I mean, especially like what I do, it's like it can take forever to get that approval. You know,
Right.
and I
True.
think that's what holds up, a lot of production pieces.
Because yeah, you go with Prime One, you see a bunch of stuff you don't like, you can press the forward button on your keyboard. You skip through it. I don't like looking at dinosaurs. I don't want to buy a dinosaur statue. I don't want to buy a Godzilla statue. I don't want to buy. There's a bunch of stuff I don't want to buy from Prime One. So I skip through it, and I see the stuff I do like, and I'm happy. I'm not like disappointed. But like,
Right.
instead of going to looking at the Sideshow Con to like 2 hours showing me hot toys and shit, I don't want to see that. And I can't skip it, right? And then it's like, oh, you get to look at one new statue, and then it might be a statue I'm not even like feeling too crazy about. That's one day, and then the next day I watch. They say, oh, we're just gonna go over the same stuff we went through yesterday again today, and then the
Yeah,
next day maybe it give you
Yeah.
two new statues. So it's like stretching out meager amount of content over a long span of time.
yeah, that's yeah,
It's
I
it's
don't understand
not
why they do
Yeah.
that. I don't understand
Like
why. I don't understand it.
yeah,
in a
because we're
perfect
not we're
world,
not the core audience. There's a lot of people looking at Sideshow for other stuff as well.
That's
yeah,
true. I guess that's right. I have to always remind myself that it's not just us. There's
yeah.
people
It's a
who are
whole
casual people who don't. You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
yeah. And then you got some people that just watch the content and just don't buy nothing.
Hmm. That's why I prefer the cons too, because the cons they're not the cons, like when you go to SDCC. SDCC doesn't last for a whole week. It's like maybe one weekend or something. Sideshow is there, and they need to show. They're forced to show all their reveals in 2 days or something, or like
Right.
at most 4 days, like most of the time. So they're forced to show all their stuff within that span of time, and that's what I like.
Mr. XM, that's funny. He said,
Oh
"Yes,
man.
I'm getting XM Nightcrawler."
Nah, man, we're not gonna shoot. We know you're devoted to that cause, so it's all good.
who I just that Nightcrawler, man.
Don't it look like
I,
he farted? Don't it look like he farted?
Yo, yo,
I,
yo,
I
yo.
hey,
said,
I hope you got that picture up because and you might have to miss this episode.
Hold on.
let's look at it.
Let's
They
get to
shouldn't
the
have put the
pictures.
biff that close to
Let's
the
start getting to the
backside.
pictures. Let's start getting to the pictures.
Oh yeah, I
We
can't
were
wait
just
for
talking
this.
about this guy. He's in
Yeah.
production, right? That's cool.
Hey, how do y'all feel about that tiny ass house he's standing on?
I don't care.
I
I
don't
love it.
care either.
I
I
love
didn't
it.
mind it. That was never like part of my concern.
Yeah.
My concern is it's too big for my display, so I can't buy it. It's just fucking massive. It's too deep. It's too wide. It's too tall.
It's
It's
He's
like
1/3, right?
yeah.
yeah.
It's
See, I thought
perfect
1/3 is supposed to have those big ass bases, so I was like, why couldn't they make it a little bit bigger?
for me.
Uh,
No,
It's
man. It's
perfect,
like go check
and
the
I got the
dimensions on their
space.
website. It's
Well,
too big.
it's
It's too big. It's
it's
already massive.
Yeah, I pre-ordered this. I gotta find a spot for it,
Pause.
I got
Oh man.
it's perfect, and I got the space for it. I'm looking at the space. I got it. It's coming here.
it looks. I'm happy for. I mean, if you look at this picture, it looks big as hell from this picture.
Oh,
Hey,
Yeah.
that's what she said.
Okay. Oh man, that's funny.
dang.
We got the girl. She's coming. She's coming soon.
Oh yeah, I got that on pre-order. I'm waiting.
Hey Siri, what is 104.8 centimeters in inches?
44.
104.8 centimeters is 41.26 inches.
41.26 inches. So that is how tall it is. That is too freaking tall. And then the width is the height of most of a lot of 1/3 statues.
Nice.
It's 83 centimeters. What is 83 centimeters in inches?
That's insanity.
That is 32.68 inches. That's how wide it is. It is 32.68 inches wide. You could fit probably like 3 or maybe even 4 quarter scale statues in that space.
But that's why you do the measurements before you buy it, so you can know where it'll
Oh
go.
yeah,
I don't got enough
exactly.
time for that.
No. I did measure, and that's how I knew I couldn't own this. This was
Pre-order will be closed by the time I make that decision. You just gotta
yeah,
go.
man. Man.
I can't. You know what? I love it, and my wife bought it for me, so I love it even better.
Oh man, bless her.
Yeah.
Hey,
That's
Astro,
her.
you didn't pick this one up.
Which one? What?
This Wonder Woman, you didn't pre-order her.
No. I didn't get her. Nah.
I was either gonna get that one or the one you got 84, and I chose this one.
You made the right choice. I like 84. I have 84. She's nice, but I think that this one's. I'm more.
For this costume.
Yeah, costume purposes, this is better. Yeah.
Yeah.
Who makes this one?
Queen Studio.
Queen.
I just want a better look at the other portrait. It reminds me of Art Germ.
Yes.
That Wonder Woman versus the Hydra is. Oh God.
Nah,
Is this still available?
that's the Grail piece. Go on, buy it, Astro.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait.
Oh man, if for waiting, I hope you regret it.
You get it, Astro?
Well, I know there's gonna be 50 million Wonder Woman statues that are gonna come.
Not gonna be as good. I'll send you pictures every day while you're without one. Oh man.
That's funny. How do we feel about this guy? I think this is cool. I think I like the base more than I like King Batman Who Laughs though.
I think
I'll be honest, I'm cool with my Sideshow Batman Who Laughs.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
for
got the
sure.
Sideshow, so I think I'm good.
the Queen Studios one is oh my God.
But this is a whole different version of Batman Who Laughs though. This is
Mhm.
King Batman Who Laughs. Like this is not
I've-
even a regular.
I don't even think he exactly has a name. This is a new costume he gets in the books.
I didn't even make it that far in the book, so
I didn't make it that far either.
It's like so the first series ends and then this is from Death Metal. He gets
Yeah,
this
no.
outfit in Death Metal.
Mhm.
So
I'll be honest. I like the base more than like him, but it's still a good sculpt. It's just not for me.
yeah, not for me. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah,
I like the throne one better.
Yeah.
Yeah, Throne
Yeah.
one does look better.
It's
It's a lot
not-
going on in the Throne, but Throne one looks better.
The Darkest Night, Terry says.
Mm.
Yeah, this is after he becomes the Darkest Knight, and then he just transforms to have this costume. So it becomes the Darkest Knight at the end of Dark Knight's Metal, and then in Death Metal, you see him like this for a while, I think, and then I'm a bit confused.
Mm-hmm.
Man, Terry about to have all these, man.
I know, right?
Yep.
It's you know it's tight, but I don't know. I'm not. I got to get into the storyline.
I think
Yeah.
the first book was good, but it wasn't like I don't. I personally don't see where the hype came from.
Hmm.
The whole I feel the story gets messy, and it starts to get stupid with the multiverse stuff.
Yeah,
And it's kind of bullshit. Like
and then Superman comes in, and there's just a whole bunch of other shit.
the way he becomes Darkest Knight, I'm just like, how did he even trap like that version of Bruce Wayne? Like, how are you powerful enough to do that? And then like, it sounds like BS to me. So it's it's just a bunch of
Bullshit.
yeah, yeah. But like that's you go when you start doing all this multiverse stuff. The story always gets messy and hard to
Nah, they just wanted to drag this out.
because it was successful, right?
Yeah,
But based on how it ended the last time, I don't want to say they were dragging it out. It seems like it was planned to continue the story. You know, but
I
they're
think
like, I
I
want
think
to,
the companies just went too crazy with it, mainly because of Prime One.
yeah. Although we got like the death metal Batman, the dude with the trench coat, and then he's got the Black Lantern ring. He can raise the dead. That's a sick version of Batman.
Love
We
that
You
only,
talking about
Batman.
him with the scythe?
yeah,
I have
yeah.
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah,
I
and we
ordered
got
that.
that. Yeah, we got that version of him in the storyline where this Batman Who Laughs appears. Like,
Mm.
with this costume, like that's in Death Metal, that's when he shows up with that new look, right? And that looks pretty clean. I like it.
But you know what? For me, that I'm not familiar with this storyline, it just seemed like mainstream is all about this zombie shit. Because Walking Dead was successful, and now everything is like zombie apocalypse. You know,
Yeah,
and they want to
I hear
incorporate
you.
that into like even with the Strange movie, there was a part where we saw him as a zombie. Even the anime, we saw zombies there. Like, what's up with this zombie incorporated into comics? Kind of, I mean, it's cool, but I just like let's keep it. It's kind of, okay. You know what? For me, it's kind of like you trying to take Bram Stoker's Dracula and make it into Twilight. You get what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Then, like, let's just keep it. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
I no, I hear you. There's like some fatigue with this like dark
Yeah, it's like, come
aesthetic
on.
and stuff. I hear you. Um, for me, I thought it was, I kind of like some of the designs of the alternate versions of Bruce Wayne, but I do think like they might be overplaying it. But when that happens, I'll just stop reading and I'll move on to another because there's a lot of good Batman stories going on simultaneously. So you could go read like someone else's run. I think
And, and off topic, would you guys like to see a DC versus Marvel movie? Because I keep hearing people like, don't do that.
don't do that. That would be
No,
a terrible idea.
Mm.
DC
DC will
versus
wipe the floor with
Marvel?
Marvel.
Yeah, I keep hearing
I don't think
people
so.
talking
That'd be
about
trash.
DC. Yeah, like, why would you want to bring these
No,
two
no, no, no,
worlds?
no, no, no. I
I
heard a
would,
DC versus Marvel game that's supposed to be coming.
I would rather watch like X-Men versus Avengers or something like that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'll be hard. X-Men versus
Yeah.
Avengers would be hard.
Pause.
Yeah. But pause that.
I'm
Pause
kidding,
that.
man.
now, but if they do X Men versus
That's what
Avengers,
she
then you
said.
get into the Phoenix Force, and you can branch off of that. But that Marvel versus DC,
Yeah.
those are literal gods.
Yeah, yeah.
So let me ask you this: does anyone know what this like bespoke showcase engineer like?
Bespoke just means like made to fit you, right? So, it's that's what they've been doing already. I don't know exactly. All I know that I heard about is they're gonna put new kind of lights in the shelf. We'll see what they're talking about. But bespoke means like it's made to fit to you. It's from like tailoring, right? A bespoke suit.
Do we know when they're supposed to give us some information on this, or are they just kind of just
Nah, I
throwing
think they
teasers out
just
there?
they just teased this. That's
Who is
all.
this? Maju Case?
Yeah, Magic Case.
Oh.
Magic Case. Yep. So we'll see what happens. Long time coming. I saw people in the comments pissed. They were like, "Hey, you guys are talking about new this, new that, but
Where's my order?
yeah, you need to get your supply chain in order." It was like,
Yeah,
"Hey,
I'll be
man,
honest. I'm about to order from them too because I'm tired of building my own shelves.
I actually when I saw this, it made me think that I actually supposed to get something in this month. I think I was supposed to have something shipped and come in June, but I haven't heard anything. So
Yeah, I'm tired
um,
of dusting. Like the you want to get shelves that can hold the weight of your statues, but I think the module cases are the way to go. But the supply chain is all messed up right now. All
yeah,
messed up.
Mhm.
true.
Ooh,
Concept art for XM, Poison Ivy, Samurai.
I love it.
It
Just
looks
from the first look.
wonderful. It
Yeah,
looks
It looks
wonderful.
good. It looks good, but I'm over the samurai line.
Well, this is old. This is way old.
Uh,
This is just from back in the day. I guess whenever they
It's
yeah,
crazy how like pieces that were selling for peanuts like a couple years ago just like shot up. Crazy, man.
it really is. What's up, Irish man? Ain't seen you here in a while. He said, I would totally want to order more March cases, but the wait is killer. They have some of the best customer service I've ever dealt with. Brian is awesome. I
yeah,
agree. Wow, I would have gotten that portrait with Ivy. Yep,
yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah. I think I read in like Facebook comments that this got rejected by the licensor.
Really?
Yeah.
What? I don't understand. Like,
I'm not sure the reason. Like the person said it was a reliable source that wrote the comment, and they said they know the reason, but they can't share. Um,
share it.
someone else guessed the reason was probably because it looks too close to regular Ivy and not like a samurai, which XM did not have the license for.
interesting.
And that's why people buy customs.
That's why people buy customs.
Yeah.
I know we don't. I know this isn't a hot toys channel, but this hot toys look freaking cool, man.
Nah, that looks damn good.
I don't.
Hey,
Spoiler alert for anybody who
some
hasn't seen the
some
movie.
some hot toys gonna look better than some statues.
That's not spoilers. This
Sometimes.
is in the trailer.
Yeah, we saw this.
The zombie
Have y'all seen
strange.
Have y'all seen the movie yet?
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, just want to
Weak
make sure.
sauce.
Who saw Top Gun?
Not
No.
I
yet.
have
Not
not.
yet. Soon.
What?
I think I'm
That's
gonna
how
see it. I'm gonna see it tomorrow afternoon. Actually.
Hearing good
That's-
things. Hearing good things.
Hey,
that's
I'll
how
be
I know.
honest. I haven't seen any of the Top Guns.
Oh my goodness, that's how I know I'm old. How can you not? Damn.
They just never interested me, man.
Well, this one will make you want to fly one of those planes because I felt like I could get trained. You know.
Hey, after that 14-hour flight, I'm good.
But you wasn't going at Mach 10. So how can you? If you was going at Mach 10, you would have got there in 2 seconds.
Top Gun.
Yo,
Iris says
I'm
he saw.
done.
Iris says he saw it last night. It was so good. Mark is saying it's the best movie he's seen in
There
years.
you go.
I've
There you
not,
go.
I've not heard a review from anyone that says it's so or bad. Everyone says it's amazing.
It's amazing.
I have heard that it's a good movie, though.
Yeah.
I gotta
I
see
haven't
it,
heard
man.
anything short of amazing.
Not
About
everything is Marvel and DC, fellas. Go see Top Gun.
Oh no, man! Don't worry. I'm gonna see it on Monday tomorrow.
I think I'm gonna just bite the bullet and go
Hey,
see it because
That's a good movie.
a
It's
lot of people
good
talking
movie.
about it. So,
Yeah.
but yeah, this piece is cool.
you know
too.
what movie I haven't seen yet? Morbius.
Don't go.
You
See
ain't
it.
don't go see that.
Don't see it. Don't waste your
I
money.
have not seen that yet.
Look,
Do not waste your time, man.
Feel free to tell everyone his shit without watching it.
Keith says, I have it on bootleg and you're going to want your money back.
Sonny, have you seen Morbius?
Bro, when it comes to the Sony stuff, Venom and all that, I'm good.
Good
Venom,
man. Good man.
Morbius, yeah, I don't need to.
Hey, I'm gonna wait till it's on Netflix. I got a VPN. I can go to a different country and watch it.
Ain't even worth it watching on Netflix. Trust me. I could tell you the movie right now. So a guy got bitten by a bat and he was crippled and he flew
Morbin
around.
time.
Yeah, it's Morphin time. And that's
Hey, did y'all
see it.
did y'all see that they released it again
Yeah.
in more
Yeah.
theaters
I saw that.
and it bombed? That,
Oh man!
hey, can you imagine how that studio felt after that?
Yeah.
It's Morbin time.
Morbin time. Yeah.
Are they still moving forward with the Sinister Six?
Damn, they need to stop that.
I hope
shit.
not.
All those Sony movies have been bad, man. The Venom movies are awful, and like I haven't watched Morbius, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it's worse than the Venom movies.
Yeah.
The
Yes.
last good villains they had, they got rid of them last movie.
But here's the thing about Morbius, though. Morbius could have been a good movie, though.
I don't know, man.
Well, it needed. No, listen. The movie was only like an hour and a half. It needed an extra 30 to 45 minutes.
Damn,
Worth
you
of
wanted more,
30 more minutes, I would have died of a heart attack. It would have
Stuff-
brought me out of
listen,
Oh man,
listen,
that's the
stuff
first time
was
I'm
happening.
someone asking for more Morbius, man.
No.
Damn.
That movie, stuff was happening without it being explained. Imagine you get some powers, and then 3 seconds later, you're using your powers like you're expert or something. How the nigga? It doesn't happen that way.
Bro, man, it's Morbin time. You don't have to. You don't need
It's morphin' time.
Said it's Morbin time.
You don't have time to learn the powers. You just know how to use them.
Yeah.
The way you introduce a character like Morbius, you had to introduce him in a Spider-Man movie, I think, in my opinion. You can't just give him a solo movie off the bat.
Yeah, but they're trying to like, they got the Spider-Man license, and they're just like, oh, any random Spider-Man character, we're gonna give them a movie.
And they figured it's Jared Leto, Oscar winner, blah blah blah. But so what? Okay,
Guys,
the movie
I'm telling you,
sucked.
before long,
Man, they're trying to ruin all these characters before Marvel buys them.
Yeah.
we're gonna get an Aunt May movie before Marvel buys shit. Like,
Craven the Hunter's next.
Oh, Walton, that was horrible, man. How can you even? Of course, I saw that. That thing was
I don't think you know.
garbage.
Hey, when I was a kid, I loved that movie though.
Yeah, what? That movie was horrible.
It's horrible, but when I was a kid, it was like a guilty pleasure.
Oh man, I think the newest one was the best one, even though it was still kind of corny.
The newest one was trash as hell.
It was trash, but it did a lot better than that. Trust me. Here we go.
Oh.
See, here we go.
Anthony, lead the chat.
Let's hear what he got to say.
Mr. XM, close your ears.
I did so much to defend this statue yesterday. I tried my best.
So look, all right. So I'll just say my piece. I really like this. I do like the Nightcrawler himself. I think sometimes when it comes to XM statues, it just sometimes gets a little busy. Like the Banff on his back, like I feel like that's just unnecessary. I feel like they could take that away. But if they were to just take that away, I feel like I'd feel much better about it, and I would be content with it. Because I'm not mad at the Banff being on the base. I'm not mad at the sub base because I mean it would look kind of weird the way they have the hand sculpted. If it was just coming out of the ground, it wouldn't really, So they kind of need like a sub base. And him jumping, doing the acrobatics, that's totally fine. I'm cool with all that. It's just, the Banff makes it a little busy for me, but I do still think it's a nice statue.
So I'm gonna let you know the only thing I like about this statue is the fact that his tail is holding a sword.
That is pretty cool too. Yeah. Really? So you don't like the statue?
Look, I think XM they suffered from like their biggest flaw, which is doing too much.
Yeah.
In a statue, it's like, okay, you got the sentinel hand, cool. Where the tentacles come from, or the tentacle, don't know. Then you got his power to the one that's on his body. Why do you need that?
Yep.
And then his costume, I think, is too modern, like too padded, whatever.
Especially with that concept Nightcrawler. I'm sorry, go ahead.
And then the black wash on it, the boots, I don't like. It's just a lot. The face sculpt, I'm indifferent about. I think Sideshow's face sculpt is better.
Yeah.
It's just a lot. I like the dynamic pose. I guess that's two things I like about it, but it's just a lot about this statue that could have been executed better. Wasn't.
So I think when it comes to the Banff, I think my understanding of it and my interpretation of it is that they were trying to tell a story of he was about to get captured by the Sentinel Hand, and he poofed from here to up here, right? And so if you look, like there's like this piece of it here, and then there's also this piece of it down here. You can it's kind of blocked.
I'll be honest with you, I don't give a damn about that story. That story got to kick rocks, man.
It looked like he farted and his back got blown out from that huge purple fart. That's what it looks like.
The funny thing is, Astro said he poofed.
Yeah,
so it's not like he farted.
It's like, and that fart was strong that it pulled him in the air. You see what I'm saying?
And he let rip another one, man.
Yeah, so it's like the Sideshow wins this one. I'm sorry to tell you that.
I like the portrait. The portrait is really well done. That's about it. I don't like anything else about this statue.
Damn, what happened to
Sunny,
Sonny? Yeah.
he left like right like a few seconds ago. It might be back.
Oh, here it is. He's back. He's back. All right, cool.
Sorry about that, guys.
Hold on. No worries. Listen, so Mr. XM, we have to hear what he has to say. He said, I think they did a second BAF to represent him teleporting. That's exactly what I was just saying.
That's what that is what
where
they
he
did.
goes to using his sword to fight the hand. And that's my take, and yes, it's not the best. Yes, that's exactly what I was just saying. Yeah.
Yeah, that is what they did. And I think you're right. I just, in general, I tend not to like XM statues because of like the way they paint them, and this is also too busy. So
What's up, Just a Jarhead? Also, I think this is my first time seeing Bacon with Bree. What's up, Bree? The base takes away from the statue itself. Also, wish his tail was thicker. Oh, I didn't hear that.
that's what she said.
That's a different take. What's up, Mike? What's up? Irish says the Sideshow one makes no sense. He poofed into the hand. This one, he is teleporting out of danger. And the seam is in the Sideshow BAF. Oh, I forgot about that. That is true. It does have.
Yeah, it is a bad seam in there.
But that's a prototype. Who knows if that's gonna be there?
I mean, I'm still taking that bad seam.
Yeah, exactly, man. I don't even know if that's a. I feel like
he can poof in the hand, out the hand, on top of the Sentinel himself. Yeah. I'm still taking that Sideshow.
I don't even feel this. I don't feel like it's. I don't even feel this a worthwhile conversation.
Yeah, it's like it's like he's laying on top of the bench. So it's like I don't know, man.
I think he's like he's contorting his body, right? Like he's twisting in the air. Like I don't just want to hate on this, right? We're
not hating on it. We just saying we don't like it.
Like if they took off the BAF that he's laying on,
yeah,
it could be trash.
And then took out that chemical, and then they somehow kept him in that position, but lowered him and repainted his suit and did a different suit.
So you want a different statue?
Exactly. Maybe a different portrait or an exclusive, then we'd be cool. I'd be cool with it.
It's way too modern for a Nightcrawler. I mean, we haven't even seen this Nightcrawler yet. So that's what I'm saying. They missed. It's a miss on this one.
Sonny, what were you saying?
I was gonna say I'm biased because I pre-ordered the Sideshow.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's
good choice. Good choice.
Okay.
There's stuff to criticize on the Sideshow one, but like I think it's the better piece.
I just like the suit better. It's simple. It reminds me of the animated series.
Yeah. So if you get the Sideshow, the blue doesn't. Yeah, I hear you on that, Ant. Plus, this one has like battle damage on the hand. Sideshow doesn't. Yeah. The hand on the Sideshow Sentinel's pristine.
Ant really ain't got no choice. He got to get this one.
Yeah. And Ant is tied to like. Wait, does Ant have any Sideshow X-Men?
No.
I think he does.
I think he has that gene. He has that gene.
But he's gonna give that away though. So
when like XM comes out with
right with their gene, he's gonna get rid of it. Yeah. So
for now, he's blaspheming.
I mean, it's just a miss. I mean, everybody has those misses.
Yeah, you don't like it.
Damn.
We love XM, but come on, we can't say one statue looks stupid. I mean, come on.
What about this? Is this a miss right here? Well, damn, if it'll go to the next thing. Hold up. There we go. Is this a miss?
Yes.
No.
That's a miss.
I love that Robin. I mean, I don't like the
white smoke with the black shading is awful, but like the rest I can tolerate. But there's too much. Like the sculpt on it is also odd. I don't know what it's supposed to look like. The black and white stuff at the base, I would have preferred. It would look so much better without that part. And then also having this like aura like oozing off him, the way they've done it, I would also, even though it's kind of on him, like in the books, this character as a whole is very hard to do. The Darkest Night when he's in this form, because he's like even less, like he's literally just like an outline in the books with a face with doesn't even look this detailed. He doesn't look detailed at all. He's just like an outline.
Just a dark character,
just silhouette, and so it's a really shitty design in the book. So they even tried like here to do something with it.
Do we know
I
what comic
actually
that
don't
is?
like that.
Yeah, this is from Death Metal.
No, I'm saying, do we know like the comic number so I can search it?
He turns into this. I think at the towards the end of Dark Knight's Metal.
You should be able to look up King Robin, and then he'll show the there.
Yeah. Although, or you just search up the Darkest Night. If you want to see him, how he looks, the Darkest Night. So, and the night is spelled with. And then you'd probably want to remove the Robin King or from there. Yeah, so that's him. It's like a stupid design for a character.
Right here.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what he
Oh,
looks like.
what?
So
Oh
it's
yeah.
literally just a silhouette.
Oh, that is stupid. Yeah.
that's why when I first saw it, I wish they didn't do that piece at all. Like
Yeah.
the Darkest Night, like that character. I wish they didn't do it
Hmm.
and just focus on the Robin and things they can
Hmm.
incorporate with that.
But you got to give him probably at least they even tried to make something out of this because he's literally just a silhouette in the books. Although like he doesn't look like that for long. Like he then changes to the new costume, the way he looks with where he looks like the mouth of Sauron,
So
one
now,
we're calling King.
so now it kind of makes sense. So they tried to mix this comic depiction here, right, with
Yeah.
Yeah,
with that silhouette Batman, right? So they tried to mix the two.
God.
I can see, I don't know.
What did you say in the group chat? H stats the one that killed me.
It looks like a Venom simiobot. Jesus Christ. I mean, it's Exorcist. You know what I mean? So it's just not. I mean, I don't mean
Yo.
to criticize it this harshly, but if
What's
I
up, man? What's up, man?
Randomized Batman and Jesus Christ Robin.
it's like I'm not familiar with this character, so it was like if I were to buy
Yeah.
something like this, and like I said before, it's about the story for me. I totally don't get it at all, and I'm a Batman and I'm a DC fan, so I just totally don't. It's for the new people that like this kind of stuff, you know.
Well, I tell you what, if Prom One does the Robin King 9 times out of 10, well, depending on how he looks, right? Of course, but
yeah.
I,
But I also think they'll make the smart decision not to do the Darkest Night with it.
oh yeah.
Plus, they might end up doing a Darkest Night that looks cool. Who knows? But I think that's going to be a very tall task. You're gonna have to like invent a new design because they didn't design anything in the books. It's just a shadow.
And what's that base supposed to be? Is that like a tree branch or like, what is
Nah,
that?
bro, it doesn't make any sense. I don't know what
No
it
idea.
is. It's like black. It's like smoke, but the way it's painted is awful. It looks like because it's too much black and gray in there. It's weird.
And see, this is what I mean. You got to be careful when you introduce these new concepts. You know,
Oh, it's meant to be mist because in the cover it's based off of. Because I know they said a bunch of the stuff they've been doing is based off Riccardo Federici's art, and that was the art piece that you showed with Robin King, the one where he's like, if you, it's also on this page, like that one. Yeah, no. Scroll down a bit. So, onto the left of that picture, that one. Yeah. So this is by Riccardo Federici, right? And you can see the beak of the bird skull. That's also, which is probably like a giant robin's head, like the robin bird.
Mhm.
So that's probably like the skull of a robin, and that's on the statue. And you can see like some thorns, like yeah, like a briar patch in the area. And so that white stuff is probably supposed to be mist, like it's in the image, but it doesn't look like mist. It does. I don't know. We don't know what it is. The statue itself is doing a bad like representation of that
Mhm.
of mist. Which I mean, it's probably difficult as hell to try and sculpt mist. You know.
Right.
Yeah.
Hey, Secret Sanctuary. What's up? What's up? What's up?
What's up, Jeff?
What's
What's going on, Jeff?
up? Jeff the Lane, my man. Thanks for stopping in. Um, yeah. I mean, I really don't know what to say about it. I'll definitely be on the lookout for XM. I mean, I'm sorry for Prime One for their next showcase to see what they give us. Because I
Mhm.
think I can almost guarantee you that in the next Prime One showcase, we'll get the Wonder Woman that was teased the last time, right? I think that's going to be the next reveal, and they probably do it the way that they did Dark Side or that Death Metal Batman, where they kind of just showed it and Akasan is standing next to the figure and stuff like that. You know, it's not like the renders and stuff because it's been like almost a year now at this point since they've shown it to us. So I would imagine now at this point, you know, it's excuse me, it's probably ready to, you know, it's probably been painted and printed and everything else. So that's probably going to be next. But I would like to see a Harley who laughs. I would like to see a Robin King from them. They may do Murder Machine. They may do Murder Machine.
Mhm.
I mean, it's a couple different.
They probably will. The line is done really good for them, I think. Um,
Yeah.
you know, to give XM some props, right? The Robin King looks good on this. You know, and like again, like I'm saying with the Darkest Night behind him, just like the design, you know, they had nothing to work with, and this, you know, they actually put details on that. So I think you know, give him props for that. But the
But Buck,
base,
let me ask you: did he in the comic? Does he have the wing? You know, because you see here he has like I'm pointing, but you see how he has that bat wing?
I'm not too sure. I can't remember because he doesn't
Mhm,
stay in this form for too long before he
Yeah.
changes to the
mhm,
guy we're calling King Batman Who Laughs.
mhm.
Because he trans after he's in this form, he transforms into like the version we're calling King Batman Who
Hey,
Laughs.
Chess, I'm gonna help you out. No, he doesn't.
It doesn't.
There, yeah, it has some panels where like you'll see like the smoke come off of him,
Mm-hmm.
and it might look like a cape, sort of like wing type thing like that.
Mm-hmm.
But for the
Mhm.
most part, no, it's not like that.
Yeah.
Like this
Be-
is completely like freehand. Let me just try to make the
Right.
best of what I got source material.
yeah, because again, you saw that design. It's literally just a black silhouette on the screen. How do you
Mhm.
turn that into a statue? And so they tried. I think this is a worthy attempt, but they're working with a bad design.
So now this is just a prototype, right? They're not ready to put this out yet,
Well,
right?
this is yeah. It's not up for PO yet. None of that. I think it's just they're just showing it to us for the first time, and I mean they're doing it in their XM store, which it looks like it can be a gift and a curse because before they would give us pictures and stuff, they would show us things before it's actually printed and painted and stuff like that.
Mhm.
But now, since they have their store, what they're doing is it's just popping up in the store, and then they're giving us real life pictures like this to where it may be, you know, I think it's more of a investment to go back and make changes. Like for example, what piece was that? It was a piece recently where people they got a lot of feedback and now they're gonna go back and change some things, right? So it was the XM Magneto,
Yeah.
and
Mhm.
you know had they
Wow.
showed that to us ahead of time just digitally or some of the pictures, they could have made the changes before he was actually printed and painted, etc. But
Mhm.
now they're just throwing them out, you know, throwing these statues out after they've been printed and painted. They're
Yeah.
far into the process to where now it's all
I think it's probably better for them to do it the way they've been doing it. Letting people in too early on the in the design phase is usually not a good idea.
I
Because then
agree.
people are gonna
And
see like ideas that get rejected, and everyone there's gonna be people like, oh man, I wish they did this version
I
instead.
agree.
And you know, people are gonna be even more split. It's
Yeah.
better to show them the like thing that's closer to the end, and people are like, okay, we don't like this aspect of this, and then they can decide as a company whether it's worth it to go back and change that
I agree.
versus if you let people on too early, it can be very hectic.
But
And
then, okay, and good point. So, like a person like myself who is not familiar with this story and sees something like this, and I'm like, I totally don't get it. What the hell is
Oh,
that? I'm
yeah,
not
you're
buying
gonna
it.
hate it.
Yeah. So, isn't that joined closely to what we're saying? You know.
you know, then like in the first place, the statue would never have been for you because you just don't like you're not into the characters at all, right?
But no, no. But what I'm saying is now I go back. You guys tell me about why it's such a phenomenal piece and why you guys like the characters. I go
Hmm.
back. I read up on the characters and I see it. Now I'm
Hmm.
like, oh yeah, I see what these guys are talking about. I
Yeah,
want that. But now I see something like this, and I'm like, well, what is that? I totally don't
yeah.
get it. You see what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
I hear you, but
Yeah,
also
we're
with this, they've
right
kind of
there.
flopped on the execution, right? And
Mhm.
it's the if there was anything I'd say they should change, the most crucial thing it would be the mist. They need to. I think they should just change that to rocks. or instead of having the mist flow up like that, because it's kind of weird how it flows into the Batman Who Laughs behind Robin,
Yeah.
and it's too busy because you get the same pattern repeating with the shapes in the mist. It's like very similar to the tendrils of darkness that are swirling off his body,
Mhm.
Yeah,
and
like I said, the reason I would take the Batman Who Laughs off completely because it makes the statue busy at this point. And
mhm.
then like that mist, it was a complete miss on the mist. They could have had like a building like how he had
Mhm.
in the cover. They could have
Yeah.
did something like that. And then like I said, I personally think the Robin is done pretty good, me
Mhm.
personally. Um but other than that, this statue as a whole is a miss. And like what you were saying, H stats, for people who don't know the comics or haven't even dived into it per se, and then they look at something like this and you'd be like, okay, I can tell that's Robin, but what the hell is that behind him? What is it supposed to represent? Because you focus on story mostly when you connect to a piece. And like people like me and Buck will tell you straight up it's a miss because the damn Batman Who Laughs don't look like that. Like we'll tell don't in our suggestion, oh, don't get it because wait till something else comes out that's better that somebody might execute it better, stuff like that.
Right. Right.
Mhm. It's
Yeah.
good. So
Cool.
let's keep moving forward. Let's keep moving forward. Let's get to some of the stuff that we saw. I think it was called
I'll be back.
MonsterCon. Okay, I think it was MonsterCon or something like that. But we have the Joker on throne, the Harley on throne from well, not on throne, but whatever from Tweeterhead. How do we feel about this? Do we like it better?
So
More?
I saw the video and
Mm-hmm.
I saw the scale that because this is 1/6 right here, and I saw the scale and what it looked like.
Mm-hmm.
And let me tell y'all, I know last time we was kind of talking about the price range for that 1/4,
Mm-hmm.
but I think that 1/4 might be the move, man.
There we go. Thank you, Jeff. Monster Palooza. Thank you.
Yeah, I was watching Jeff's video on this, him going to it, and it's a big piece at 1/6 scale, and I think 1/4 for that price range where it's like what 12 something.
Mm-hmm.
I think that might be it's reasonable. I can see why it's 12 something.
Mm-hmm.
And I can also see why Harley is a couple hundred less than that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm actually one of the guys that pre-ordered the 1/4.
You got the Joker
Yeah,
1/4.
I actually pre-ordered both of these at 1/4.
Okay.
And
Okay.
I was watching Jeff's video, and I actually thought it was the 1/4. So now I think I'm in trouble, man. I'm in trouble.
Okay. You were watching it, thought it was the
Yeah,
1/4.
Okay.
That's
So
huge.
educate me because I already shitted on this piece for the stunt
Hmm.
that they pull. So, like I said, so if you get the 1/6, you can be satisfied with the 1/6 in comparison to the 1/4.
You
Because the
can. I'm not. I ain't gonna front you. I could be good with the 1/6. Of course, 1/6. You're gonna tell the Joker himself. I guess you could say it's 1/6.
Mhm.
Got it.
But as the overall piece, that is a big ass piece. Now, just in retrospect, you compare that to the 1/4, and if you see Jeff's video, it's going to be a huge piece. It's more like a centerpiece. It looks like.
Okay.
And you really think it's worth the price that from that $600 to
Well,
double
to
the
12
price?
to 12 something.
Mhm.
I mean, compare.
It's all subjective.
It's subjective for a quarter
Yeah,
scale that's that size. I think it's that big. I wouldn't buy it, but in terms of is the price justified, I think it is.
like you got to see the video because the video is like you can see the perspective. You can see how big that 1/6 is just off of that,
Mhm.
and then just imagine that double the size. At one
Yeah.
fourth,
I
you
thought
go
this was
from
the 1/4.
yeah, you go
Yeah.
from 24 inches or something like that to now 26, 27.
Mhm.
See, but this is the thing. This is why I say this is why I'm still a little bit, you know, not siding with Tweeterhead because you got to look at your fans, right?
Mhm.
So I had the 1/6 on PO,
Which one? Which one? 6.
the collector,
I'm saying the Joker or the Harley.
The Joker.
the Joker.
Okay, all
But
right.
then I was on the wait list for the exclusive 1/6.
Uh-huh.
And then I heard that they were going to bring out the quarter scale. Right now, you know that Sideshow is a distributor of Tweeterhead.
Mm-hmm.
So why didn't they allow us to basically, if we're going to go for the quarter scale, to move our funds over for the quarter scale? Because when when Tweeterhead kept that secret and said, okay, well, this is going to be what is it, $1,300? I think less. I'm not sure, but about around that range.
1255.
1255. Why didn't they allow us to take our funds and add it towards the quarter scale?
I don't know if it's a Tweeterhead thing. I think it's more of a Sideshow thing. I think it's how Sideshow does their business and how they have their system set up that doesn't allow us to switch over. Because you're absolutely correct, A Stats. I mean, in my brain, and I think a lot of people's brains. I mean, if I'm telling you I want the 1/4 now, not the 1/4 available, just switch my order in the system. Just switch it. Like it's not even that serious. But I don't know if like it's I think it's just weird how they have their stuff set up to where we have to cancel the order, they have to give us the money back, and then we have to take that money and then just basically reorder the 1/4, which is stupid. But I mean,
No,
I
I mean,
think
Sideshow. Sideshow has worked with me through the years, so I know that's not a Sideshow thing. I
really,
just,
they've
yeah,
switched it for you before?
yes, they have.
Oh,
The
okay. They've
thing
never
is,
done that for me.
well, respectfully, they I've been collecting for 10 years, so I know the ins and outs. But
Right.
my thing is like, look, if you're gonna release this and like that fan has locked in to that PO, right? But out of the blue, you just say, okay, well, I'm gonna do a larger scale. Okay, fine, I want that.
Mhm.
You're still the distributor of that company, so why can't I just put my funds and get the larger scale? You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
If I decided, because now I was on the wait list for the exclusive, and people were
Mhm.
telling me
yeah.
that there's no big deal for the exclusive, you'll be fine with this one.
Mhm.
Now that I came off the wait list, ready to buy the exclusive, you come out with this big quarter scale, and I'm just like, huh? For 20, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. But I think
Yeah.
originally Tweeterhead wasn't even planning on doing a 1/4 scale until
Mhm.
they realized the hype that this piece, the 1/6 scale, was making, and they saw how fast they sold out, whatever. And I think they probably thought, oh, we can make more, and that's probably why they're not letting you switch your funds or whatever too. Just playing the game at this point.
Yeah. Terry said they wouldn't let him do his either. That's weird.
Mhm.
Speaking of which, somebody tell me because I was a little bit confused. Who is Gil Man? I'm not familiar with this character.
I know.
Is
Yeah,
that from
his
that He-Man show or something?
no, this
Oh,
is not
that's that
human.
monster. That's
This is
that
the
monster show.
monsters and myth thing. This is supposed to be like the creature, the same kind of creature as
The
creature from the
swamp
Black
dude, right?
Lagoon.
Yeah.
Yeah, creature from the Black Lagoon. Supposed to be the same kind of creature. It's like a
Was
fish.
it based off that movie? I know there was a movie, some romantic movie.
I
Oh
can.
no,
Oh no,
I know
Shape
what
of
one you're
Water.
talking about. Yeah.
No,
Yeah.
it's not Shape of Water. The only
Oh,
reason why I can
okay.
think of them doing calling it Gilman instead of Creature from the Black Lagoon is maybe they don't own. I don't know. Maybe it might be a rights thing with using those exact words, but they can do a creature that's similar and call it Gilman.
So
Oh,
are
You
they
know,
doing like so you have Black Lagoon? Are they doing like a Kraken, whatever? Like those
mhm.
type of
I think it's like
monsters?
classic monsters. So Dracula, Frankenstein, Wolfman,
Sasquatch.
Wolfman. I don't know, not probably not Sasquatch, but like those classic monsters,
Yeah.
like monster movies. So
Okay.
you might get an Invisible Man statue, stuff like that. Um,
How they gonna do that? That's gonna be dope.
It's gonna be crazy.
put bandages. You put the bandages and
I
you
know
make
probably
the
just
shape like
bandages.
a
That's gonna be
yeah,
dope though. I
yeah.
like the visual man.
Yeah, it's gonna be real cool. We got more. We
Oh,
got
that
this
looks
boy
good.
painted. This boy. This looks nice.
Yeah.
It
I like
looks
the
really
colors in this.
nice.
Trap
I don't
jaw.
even know where that's from. I'll be honest.
This
It's
He Man.
Master of the
yeah,
He-Man.
Universe.
yeah. Trap jaw. It looks nice. It looked
Yeah.
nice before it was painted. So I already knew once it was painted that it was gonna look. Especially after I saw what was it, Merman?
Merman. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, when I saw Merman, it was like, okay, all right, you guys are knocking these things out of the park. So
That's a
Yeah,
great
I
modern
wasn't
take.
I wasn't into Hordak, but the Merman was phenomenal, and
Yeah,
this one looks amazing as well.
that's a
And the
good pick.
bases are pretty sick.
Rome says he's definitely getting trap jaw for sure.
I just want to see how
Pig
He-Man looks like. I'm definitely getting that dude on Battle Cat.
Actually, here we are.
Ooh, that's how it looks.
Yeah,
Oh wow.
it looks nice.
Oh
What's the
wow.
size on this? What's
I think
It's
it's
not
This
big,
is
right?
this is smaller than the other ones we just saw. The other ones are fifth scale. This is sixth scale.
I'll take it.
So this, if you just know, like, if you're buying it, this will be smaller, like in scale,
But
than the.
the thing is, Twitter had been doing something weird with their scales. Like that 1/6 can easily be paired up with that 1/5. It's like
maybe,
their
and it may be a thing
Depends.
with the
At
uh
the size, I don't mind about mixing scales, but I also think they'll probably. I'm just saying it for people who do. I think they're also gonna do a He-Man in fifth scale as well, so you probably don't need to worry about that. It'll
yeah,
just be a different pose than this, and it won't be with Battle Cat probably.
right, yeah. I think they may have toned it down to 1/6 because of Battle Cat, because of his size, right?
Yeah,
Do we have
That
other
may be
pictures
why
of
it is.
this? Other angles of this? That's it.
No, I think this is the only picture I have here, unfortunately.
there's other pictures on Facebook. I'll send them like later.
Cool.
Uh, Skeletor. I think this was sculpted by Amir Fong as well.
Yeah,
This is nice.
Yeah.
It's really nice. Very detailed, very clean, very it's painted very well. I think this is a very nice bus.
and it's decently priced. It's $9.99.
Yeah.
all this through Sideshow, right?
Yeah,
Correct?
through
Yeah.
Sideshow. Yep. It's on
Yeah.
Sideshow's website.
That
Here's
Trapjaw looks
another
really
picture of
nice.
Trapjaw here.
Yeah,
And
this is
see,
an awesome piece.
and see, that's what makes it hard because the trap jaw is so unique. You know, um, it's just it's really. I mean, the modern take on this is just amazing. I love it. Who's the artist on this one?
I don't remember.
No idea.
That is such. I
But
know for a fact my man he gonna definitely buy this one.
I definitely want to. I want to see Beastman, and then I want to see them do like another classic line, like Thundercats. I hope they do Thundercats, man.
Yes.
Yeah,
Because I
Thundercats
mentioned
is pretty cool.
I mentioned that on Facebook, and Dave Igo seemed very excited about it. He like hearted my comment, so maybe they're gonna do it. Who knows?
But you know the crazy thing about it because Sideshow has done Thundercats, but I passed on all of them because they just didn't capture some of the '80s cartoon when it came out. You know, there was only one brand, and I have that Lionel. I forgot the name. I can't come to mind, but I have one Thundercat statue. I'm not even sure what scale that is, but it captures a part in the opening scene of the the main Thundercats cartoon, and that's why I bought it. But it doesn't have a modern take like like the way these sculptors are bringing out the past stuff now. I think that's why this stuff is a hit.
Yeah, that's a little before my time, just a little bit.
I'm not that old, man. Come on, man.
Oh man,
What about this Hordat?
I'm not feeling this like I'm feeling the Merman and what's his name?
I think that Trap Jaw is better than
Trap
this
Jaw.
one, honestly.
But this is a solid piece, though.
It's a solid piece.
With this, they were trying to mimic the Skeletor the Sideshow already did, and so this fits with the Skeletor, right?
No.
But like,
You see, that's what I'm saying. You got to have the fan because my friend is a diehard He-Man fan, and this guy is very important in that universe.
no, yeah, that's for sure. But I mean, like the aesthetic for the statue, the way they designed it, it's like it mirrors the Skeletor the Sideshow did,
Mm.
right? And so like it looks like it falls in line closer with the Sideshow Skeletor, that's also fifth scale. But the new Merman and Trapjaw, their bases both have the Snake Mountains themed base, right? And those like they mesh better together than with this does with the Skeletor. But then the Skeletor from Sideshow also has like a snake motif on the base as well. So that will also go with the Merman and Trapjaw. I think this is a good piece too. I just don't like it as much as the other two.
What about this one? The Tila.
That's cool as well. I think I saw like more close ups of the face, and the portrait is really nice.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I think this is a solid piece as well. Yeah, I
Yeah.
think.
Do you have different angles?
No, I don't. Unfortunately, I kind of just picked them up as I saw the pictures.
Join Secret Sanctuary on Facebook, and
That's
I think Jeff posted more pictures of this.
yeah, and check his channel too. He might have some videos
Oh
up on his channel.
yeah. He has.
Yeah, he has the
videos.
video. I saw it yesterday. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
You said Secret Sect. What is it?
Secret
Sanctuary.
Sanctuary.
If you look in the
Secret
comments,
Sanctuary.
he's been commenting a few times. If you kind of
Alright.
scroll up, you can just kind of go to his page. Yeah. Another picture of that. Another picture of that. Another picture of that.
Ooh.
Four Horsemen. Bucks is a big fan of this.
No, I'm not. I'm a big fan of the artist. I'm not a big fan.
But this looks pretty cool. Let me see. I have another.
It's just not my aesthetic. It looks cool, but I wouldn't get this because it's like
Was
all
it
this.
the Four Horsemen?
Yeah, it's one of the Four Horsemen, and this is Death in Marco Plus style. And he usually does like hard surface, which means more like sci-fi things that are not organic, right?
Isn't this from that game? What's the game?
Nah.
No, it's not from a game. Were you thinking Darkstalkers?
Yes, that's what I'm thinking.
No.
Okay.
Oh, he said Darksiders actually.
Whatever. I get what you mean.
Yeah. But like, no, it's not from that game. This is original concept by the artist, and I think he already made the concept. And XM said they wanted to produce it because I've seen this. Like all the characters are already done.
Yeah,
he has the 4,
and I have
it's
a
on his
picture
art
of that.
station.
And I'll show it here in a second. I think it's kind of further down the pictures, but I'll show it.
This artist should do some statues for Dark Souls or.
Yeah, that'll look pretty
Souls.
cool for sure.
But
Yeah.
he gets work from all the companies, man. He did the Batman Shogun on like the one on horse for XM. He's the one who sculpted all the Sentinel like parts for Sideshow. Like there's a main Sentinel piece that he sculpted, and then they just chop off parts for that whenever they do a Sentinel base. And then he's a great sculptor. He does like amazing work. Worked for Prime One as well. Done a lot of awesome pieces.
We got more looks of this girl. Everyone was going crazy about her.
Damn, she thick. Yeah.
Oh wait, go back. Okay.
Turn your horny up, Keith. Turn it up.
There's a picture of Mark Newman standing next to it. Yeah, because that's the sculptor. Yeah, I don't like her face too much.
It's coming straight from the comics or from the art or whatever, but you know, it is what it is. It's cool. It's cool.
It's a clean statue.
Yeah, for sure. There's a lot of pictures of her. Let's see.
I really want to see this Gilman
Wait,
painted.
what? I know I had a picture. I had more pictures. Maybe did I mess up and not put that one in there? Let's see. Hold on one second, guys. I don't know what happened to that picture. I had a picture of the Four Horsemen things, but I don't know what happened to it. So maybe I just messed up. But anyway, cool. So what I got here, guys, I do have a quick game of pin the name on the statue, and then we can get out of here. How's that sound?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, let's do it.
Wait, now is it like Yep.
So all right, so for
I know this.
Oh, go ahead. What were you saying about?
I said I know this statue.
So for the people who don't know how this works, I have clues I have like little snippets and clips of pictures of statues. The name of the game is pin the name on the statue. So I'm going to show you these little clips. You get 2 chances to guess what the statue is, and then if you don't guess it, then I'll just show you the statue. I have a picture of that too. But the panelists here are going to guess. You guys in the comments, please, if you're guessing as well. So if you think you know what this is, just throw it in the comments, because sometimes the panelists don't figure it out quick enough, and sometimes the people in the comments know it a little bit faster. So don't be afraid to kind of throw it in there. But without further ado, let's do it. All right, let's get to it. So, Buck, you don't answer yet. Let's see. Who do you guys have any guesses just off of this here?
This character probably does whatever a spider can. Am I correct?
I don't know what you're talking about. Hold on.
I have no idea.
Oh man. Oh, that's the hint I'm giving because I think I know. I think I'm sure that's the piece. Yeah, I can guess from the bass and the smoke effects, and it's from a company that their name starts with P.
I'm still lost.
Has a blue and red suit.
Oh, okay.
Sonny.
I got nothing, man.
All right. This next clue should be a dead giveaway. This should be a dead giveaway right here.
2099. Come on, guys.
Wait. Is that? Oh, okay.
You know,
Too easy, Astro. It's too easy.
That's supposed to be an easy one because everyone's supposed to know what that is, right?
Oh, you
Excuse
thought
me?
that was easy. Wow. Well, it was easy for me, man.
I knew.
Hey, are you giving it a prize for the winner? Is that why this is so hard?
No, well, not right now. We're gonna turn it into a segment at some point, but not right now. Once I come up with some good prizes. All right, this next one.
I know this one as well.
Oh, that's easy.
What's that, Cases?
I don't know. I just want to sound confident.
I have two guesses. If this isn't Guyver? No, it's not Guyver because they're not made out of meat. So this is probably a Beast Wars Transformer statue. Am I correct, Astro? Not even close. Damn. Let's see. I'm gonna say no. Because that doesn't look much like a Transformer arm. It's too. Damn, this is probably some other like Japanese thing I don't know about.
Wait, what is that?
Can't guess. Probably gotta look at the next picture, but you guys guess if you have any
You guys
guesses.
have any guesses?
No, wait. I'm trying. That looks so.
It's a Prime
familiar.
1 statue, though, I think.
Eddie is funny as hell.
We got another hint.
Eddie said, "Bro, exactly this."
It has to be a Prime 1 piece.
I see a hand. So something is destroyed on the base.
Somebody's already guessed it.
Oh, yeah?
Optimus Primal Prime. Yeah, there we go.
Yo, look at you, man. I said Beast Wars and you keep a straight face? Come on, man. Oh, man, look
Shout out to
at you.
Polly. Good job, Polly. Good job.
Ask Polly, is it because of what I said that you guessed it right? Because I said like Beast Wars, like Transformers. Come on.
Listen, when you said that, I was like, damn, he's good. Like, how does he even know that? All right, here we go. This I don't think this will be as easy.
What the hell is this?
Can I get a next picture, please?
What am I looking at here? Oh, and it's hard. I don't know what company's paint style this is, so I can't even narrow it down.
Man, Astro over here.
Y'all want to go to the next picture?
Oh, this is probably Sideshow Court of the Dead. I don't know the character's name. Probably next picture will probably help me out.
Everybody good with the next picture or no?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. On to the next one.
Oh yeah, I don't know the character's name, but it's Sideshow Court of the Dead. He has like a kind of like a bovine skull on his head with a white cloak. I don't know the character's name, but if anyone knows the character's name, this is it has a staff too.
Yo, Eddie is so funny. He said, "Yo, dude, Buck needs a life."
I have good what do you call it? As an artist, you need like a visual library in your head, so it's easier to invent stuff from imagination. You know.
I would have never gotten that.
This is the character I was talking about. I don't know the name though.
I don't know
need
the name either.
I need the statue.
I would have never have gotten that.
I knew it because, when I looked at the paint style on the base, I was like, that's Sideshow.
I think it's what Eddie said. You need a life.
Yo, Terry said, Buck, I don't know how you're unemployed. You're too good. You're too good, man. Literally too good.
Oh
You're a
man,
beast, man. You're a
nah,
beast.
I gotta get my card first before I can start working. That's why.
Nah, if you get this one, you the man, bro.
I know. What is? I mean,
What
Um,
is
you know,
it's a
maybe this.
crucifix. Oh, I
So
know
it's
Castlevania.
probably. I think it's Alucard, the Alucard statue from Gentaku, maybe,
Let's go to the next picture. Let's see.
or it might just be. Oh,
Wait,
it's
that's
the
the
XM statue.
no,
Um,
no, that's not it. That's not it. I don't know. I thought
what's
it was
that name?
the Batman. No, the Superman Hush. The
Or it's
black one.
that is that XM statue, the chick with the weapons, black and
Daredevil.
red.
That's Daredevil.
She's wearing black and red. She has a hood on the comic.
Oh, you might be right, H. That might be Daredevil.
Oh, it might be Daredevil.
Daredevil.
From what company though?
XM
XM
or
Daredevil.
Iron Studios.
XM Daredevil. Ah, no, the Iron Studio has the stained glass.
But then it's the X.
It's this
Oh,
character.
come
I knew.
on,
I said it. It's the character with the hood. Come on, man. What you say?
You did, Buck. You did. You said it. You
I
said
didn't
it.
know her name.
How the hell you even know what the hell?
Hey, Buck. Hey, Buck, you're gonna have to stay on the statue pages for like a week.
I know. Like,
But
No,
how did you know that, bro?
it's because I've seen the statue before, so it's in my head. Like that's all. Like I have the visual library in there. So
Dude, your memory is different, man. Your memory is
but like
different.
it's harder to tell if it's a statue I've never seen, then I can't guess it. But like if it's one I've seen before, like based on certain things that the companies do, because like I recognize the way they paint their stuff, right?
Mhm.
And so like when I'm looking at that, I can kind of make a reasonable guess as to what it is, especially if it's a statue I've seen before.
I just think you need a break, man.
Dude, you're too good, man. It's like you
Oh,
you
man.
made my job very, very hard this week, man.
You got to start putting in like statues that are bad.
Hey, I told y'all before, he gonna start putting his stuff around his house.
Oh man.
Rome says, "Why y'all even try to compete with Buck, man? It's mind-boggling."
I think I'll get if I'm on next time, I'll avoid answering, and
You're
I'll see
too
like
good.
if people in the comments can get it or that.
Irish is wow. Mhm.
you gotta make him easier because that I would man. There's no way.
There he says he's like Alan from Hangover. He's calculating picks in his head.
Oh man.
Buck sleeping with Google glasses and eyes tapped.
Oh
Still
man.
watching statue pages all night when he's asleep. He's
know,
that
it's-
good, man.
was it like that for you guys at the beginning when you first started statue collecting, like looking at everything and going to bed like 3-4 o'clock in the morning?
Oh,
Oh,
for
I couldn't
sure.
stay off of it. Yeah,
1000%.
Yeah.
I'm still in
my
that
wife
stage,
got
man.
my wife got annoyed with me. I wake her up. Hey, look at this statue right here. You think this is good?
Oh man.
Oh man.
She'd be pregnant. She was pregnant. I'd be like, hey, wake up real quick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh goodness.
That's what's up.
funny.
Yeah. You guys are probably right. I spend too much time looking at this stuff.
Man, listen, man. It's a hobby, man. It's fun, man. It's all
Yeah.
good. Let's see. Eddie says it's like that Matrix info is being updated and uploaded in his head. It's like like zeros and ones. Well, good. I think today was a good show, man. I really enjoyed it. I didn't have as many pictures, but it was cool because we had a lot to talk about as far as the different reveals from Sideshow and things like that with talent, etc. But let's see what happens. Let's see what happens this week coming up, and what reveals we get. And next week we might have another juicy show. We'll see what happens. But we didn't even get to. Maybe next week we'll talk about shows because we didn't even get to the shows and stuff. But yeah, we'll get to it next week. But thank you guys once again, man. You guys have been absolutely great as always. Y'all be good. Y'all be safe, and I'll see y'all in the next one.
Yep.
Peace out.